Ugh. Dang, his stumpy's crazy. Oh dang, they got their own whiteboard there. Mm, that shows you can't even hear this.
Yeah, that was going to be my other point about team vitality, and another reason I could have given for one reason why. They have multiple reasons why they can win this. I mean, as you said, they're the only squad that's coming in still used to each other because they're the same squad as they were when they won the world championship title. So all these other squads under pressure have to learn how to deal with each other. Sure, we've seen teammates match up again like Vatira and Rise, and it's not like any of these players are bad enough that they'll fall to shambles, but that's one little edge that Team Vitality is going to have over the other squads when it comes down to it.
Look at that as well. You see Fairy Peak in the background, assuming a regular gaming posture position. Lovely to see from him. A world champ and a winner on debut. Getting back to my beautiful trivia question. But, gentlemates, on the other side of things, I feel like they have some question marks, and the question marks I'm looking at is still back in the double Elium bracket or format or period.
They lost to Endpoint.
This qualifier. Well, they lost to Endpoint. However, you look at Vitality, they're not perfect either. They first round of Swiss, they lost to 100% in Game 5. Both teams have, their moments, but I think Gentlemates have found form. I think this is going to definitely be closer than the series we saw yesterday. But I'm expecting at least, I want to say 6 games in this series.
Yeah. I think our semi is going to be 6s and 7s. And we have to bear in mind too, Gentlemates, they did go through BDS 3-0. They bounced back quite easily from that Endpoint defeat. They then beat Endpoint later. They are very happy to go forward and learn from their mistakes. So it's going to be an absolute banger of a series.
Chat, get your predictions in. Remember, we're tracking this, so be careful. Let's see if you match up with us. I, again, have a feeling we might have a boring start to our predictions today. CJ, you mentioned it. You might not be able to back up your one reason why when it comes to your predictions. So we may as well throw ours on the board too, because I do believe it's been a sweep once again on the desk for Team Vitality. It's really hard.
We'll be wrong eventually
to go against
with
them.
these sweeps.
It is.
If we keep predicting that everyone's going to, go the same way, at some point CJ will get it wrong.
But we didn't yesterday, and we might not today. Vitality, though, Stumpy, until we see them falter in the RLCS, what reason do we have to pick against them?
Yeah, you can't really, with any good conscience, back against Vitality. We have seen mistakes. They did lose to 100%. However, early tournament nerves, you see that happen, or complacency, whatever you want to put it down to, they still lost. However, yesterday, that was not a losing team. We've seen the form they get in on these championship Sundays. They're at the end of events, and they're
God. They're so cool. What's up, Baldy? Yeah, killer. What's up?
I mean, what's the approach?
You know what you're up against, right?
I mean, I'm just looking back at the match that Vitality did lose.
How is this close?
Every game was
This guy.
2-1. Really tight.
I'm so tired. I'm running on 5 hours of sleep right now. I stayed up till like 4 a.m. playing Rocket League last night, so I'm tired.
If there's a lot of believers behind the Gentlemates, because this is a lot closer.
It is 10 a.m. for me right now.
That's true. There's a lot of Gentlemates fans out there. We'll find out if they're going to get a victory for their squad, because we do have the Gentlemates up against Team.
And I've been up since 9:30. Yeah. I went to bed at about 4:30-ish. And I woke up at 9:30. This was 30 minutes ago.
So here we go then for our first championship Sunday.
So I'm on 5 hours of sleep. I'm very tired, but we got RLCS to watch. And then tonight is the Super Bowl. I don't know if you know much about that, but that is like the most important thing of the year here in America.
This is it from here on. It's the top 4. It is France time, and as we know, there's a rivalry between these two organizations that a lot of Rocket League fans may not be aware of. Gentlemates just joining.
Busy day today.
Rocket League scene. But there is no team they would rather beat than the team facing across Manfield Knight.
And that title is still there for anybody to claim. Vitality under this roster still have not been eliminated for an RLCS tournament. That has now been going on since the middle of last year. Can that be displaced by this Gentlemates roster, or are they just going to be another name to add to the tally? That double commit's not going to help them at all. Alpha's going to leave it. Person and Zen not seeing any real reason to jump forwards.
Yeah, that's the crazy part about Vitality. They've had some hiccups along the way. They've had some tough series here and there. They've had some losses on their record here and there in double elimination last season. But they've never been eliminated. Zen has never lost an event. He's 5 for 5. Vitality with Zen are 5 for 5. And
Oh my god, dude, this is fucking so quick.
we're talking about coming into this weekend.
Ooh. Oh, and yeah, I didn't say. As always.
Early on in the off season, but they are the extra players.
That's not a great touch.
Leftovers from a 5-star restaurant. Like, it's still high quality that we're working with over here. Yeah, I mean, a very quick way of getting rid of that. You go and win this. You're not talked about like leftovers anymore. You're the team that eliminated.
Oh, Zen. How did you miss that?
I love the fake on the initial setup there from Seiko. You know Vitality were scared of his double tap there. Seiko needs to be that player today, I think, for Gentlemates. He needs to cause problems for the opposition. He needs to create those opportunities for Itachi, one of the best finishers in the entire world. Seiko looking for the double tap alpha with the effortless catch in the backboard to send him free. But yeah, so far I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Seiko. He's very active and he does look dangerous on the ball.
I don't know what's up. Like, what is Vitality doing, man? They were so explosive offensively yesterday, and now today they're just playing. They really have not looked that great offensively. I mean, dude, I gotta have people ready.
Those pre-jumps are not something available. They've got to get Vitality second guessing them. And that will slow Vitality up a lot.
Yeah, Zen's read a couple plays back to back now, shutting down Gentlemates at one end and immediately transitioning to an offensive threat at the other. That's the danger man. He always has been. I feel like he always will be. The scariest player on the ball at the tail end of last season. Corner wall double from Juicy itself.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness, I think that was a surprise to Alpha how close that was to the net. Seiko nearly got in before the defender could get the ball clear. Gentlemate's giving Vitality a lot to think about game one.
Yeah, those plays are so dangerous as well. If you do see...
Oh my god, what the heck is going on? Oh yeah, it's a goal. No way! Itachi, you're fucking trash.
Well, Alpha had to shrug off the...
How does Itachi not get that bump?
Quickly jump up to save the shot. It's not the best clear by Juicy. It's pounced on by Zen. Alpha's able to recycle and recover well on the ceiling after being bumped again. I mean, Alpha just resilient to all the physical plays, including the one of Radosin, his teammate.
Listen, Radosin's a bit of a wild card on occasion and have him no other way. Now, Zen, flip, reset, backboard.
Nice, there we go.
And you have to get to that ball, or Radosin will make
They give him so much time to cook.
Oh, Zen with a huge flip reset to the backboard. Radosin.
Finally, someone's actually there.
Like Itachi would have a piece of this. He was expecting Radosin to shoot high. Radosin uses the underside of the card to shoot it beneath him.
So 1-0 Vitality. Now Radosin looking to try and add to it. Reset gained. Doesn't get too much power on the shot, but in comes Zen.
Good fake by Zen. Oh, Zen. What are we doing out here, Zen? Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, that was fucking garbage. This looks like some shit I would do. It's just not a good touch at all by him.
Centering it straight to Juicy. That was not the touch that he wanted. And it's already a tie game. Gentlemates fighting back quickly there. Seemingly undeterred by Vitality's aggression.
I just don't get how, like, what happened to their offense yesterday? I mean, their offense yesterday was phenomenal, and then today it's just really...
Not quite as much, but do keep an eye out for those.
Ooh, don't commit.
Will control up against Radosin. Just sticking with it, just trying to get in the way as much as possible. Now in goes Zen. Good.
Oh, they're double main. Radosin, be there. Radosin was actually there. That's a goal. Because of a double commit. A really bad one.
Zen with lovely 1v2 in defense, but he has been stopped from making that 1v3. Itachi lob pass. Seiko couldn't get the end of it. Back to Itachi. Now Juicy charging in. Wanted to double tap that off the ceiling over Radosin, but Radosin did close the distance in time. 10 seconds remaining in game one.
Everyone's on the backboard. That's not a good clear, though. Directly into the path. Now Juicy. Has he got it? Yes, he has!
Dude.
He snipes it!
Guys, what are we doing?
Well, in a lobby full of French legends and francophones, it's Juicy.
Oh my god. Dude, Vitality, what are we doing?
That one came against their own play. It looked like Vitality were pushing for the late win. Can they play a safe kickoff? Yes, they can. That should be game. Juicy goes for a third. He's gone for the hat trick. He didn't have to, but why not? It's 3-1.
You've got the win. You know Vitality had to send the house. They tried something off the kickoff, and it did not work. Gentlemates come from behind and win 3-1. And Johnny, I really want to just talk about Juicy real quick because he's probably the player that might have raised the most eyebrows when it came to this team, because he did not necessarily have the greatest career over on Moist Esports, but the rest of the teams around him and the rest of the French community know just how good this guy is.
Yeah, it was inconsistency with Juicy on Moist, but I think he showed enough promise, he showed enough ability on that team that when Gentlemates went for him as a third, I don't think anyone was surprised. He was the obvious next player in line. But if you were to rank all of the French,
that was bad. That was really fucking bad.
Everyone would put Juicy number 8 because you've got the whole Vitality roster, you've got Vatira, you've got Seiko, you've got Monkey Moon, Exotic, that's 7, and you know, Juicy being 8th is not bad. It's you're behind 8 absolutely world-class players. But yes, he's just come into this lobby and he scored 3 against Vitality in the top 4 of the first regional event of the year. So yeah, he's showing
That was just such a
he is not to be judged on the season.
strange game for Vitality.
This is a new team.
They just,
and they are here to
I don't know what happened, because I mean, yesterday they looked offensively unstoppable. Today, I mean, they just weren't suffocating the way they were yesterday.
Scamper back into net. He stayed in midfield. He realized that his team doesn't really necessarily need a third man in that position. They need a way out of being in defense. He provided it. I mean, what can you even say about the shot he provided after that? That was unreal.
Yeah, good finishing. I mean, Itachi was talked about as that kind of player last season. So if they've got a couple of finishers now, and Juicy and Itachi, nice save there by Itachi, by the way, to kick things off. Yeah, I think Seiko's going to be having a great time on this roster, just centering the ball, knowing that there's going to be someone there every time to slot a shot top bins. Looks like a rare miss on his end flip reset to get game 2 underway.
Oh.
Now Alpha and Redosa getting a bit tied up in defense. Vitality need to calm down here. That was a bit of a tough loss at the end of the game. They went 1 goal down with 2 seconds to go.
Come on.
You know, even for a team as experienced as Vitality, that's going to rattle you a little bit. But now you're into a clean reset here, and the worst thing they could do is start tripping over each other and making unforced errors.
It's where the ego starts to come in, isn't it? You know, you're the world champions. How dare you go and beat us like that? We're going to try and show you just how good we are.
Well, you know, I might not be right to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway, Shogun. I was reading the pre-game chat between Alpha 54 and the Gentlemates roster, and I've got to expose him a little bit here. He did say, "Hey, gentle noobs." So clearly, there's vicious trash talk in between these two teams. I've got really no love lost between them. So, I mean, take from that what you will. Is Alpha toxic? Oh, what a save!
Dude, Vitality, what are we doing?
He nearly punched that one off the post, but it has got in. It's another great shot by, you know it, Juicy, to go 1-0 for the Gentlemates. I wonder what might have even counted as an own goal there from Redosa, and of course it did.
Well, that's how they do it. I mean, we have already seen from Vitality, they do their best work after an own goal.
That's true.
So we might just see what they've got now in the remaining 3.5 minutes off. But for the time being, Gentlemates have got Vitality jumping at everything. And now I almost feel like sort of the preemptive moves that Vitality got known for, especially yesterday against Boys, they're starting to backfire because they are puppets on strings.
I'll tell you what, Juicy is having a
What is going on?
flip interception, fake flip reset to leave the ball for Seiko, who drills it top shelf. Seiko accepting the center ball from Juicy that time, who scored 4 this series and now assisted 1. That's 100% goal participation for Gentlemates Juicy.
Is this the biggest threat to that win streak of Vitality's?
I mean,
They've been beat in best of 7s. They have not been eliminated from any tournaments after that, though. Well, their losses coming in double elimination, which was also pretty much the only format they had for this roster last season.
I mean, this is just bad. They just don't.
Vitality need to get something going here. They're the team with only 1 goal.
They just don't seem in control like they have for the last 6 events. I mean, they're triple committing, dude. Like, it's just so much panic.
Yeah, the communication is broken down for Vitality. Send with a nice save on Seiko's double tap, but they are in big trouble here, Shogun, as Gentlemates keep the pressure on. And if they can do this, if they can just keep sticking the ball over Vitality,
I mean, Vitality just don't look good at all.
For the defending world champions.
Oh, Redosin couldn't win the challenge. Tried his best. Itachi's now on the board. This is a mauling from Gentlemates.
Yeah, the beautiful pass by Seiko. Redosin did well to get goal side, but he flipped the wrong way, and he could not keep the ball out of the net. This is just incredible from Gentlemates that they're keeping Vitality in their own half for this long. Just remember back to last season, it's not that long ago. Nobody could do this to Vitality. When they did lose, it wasn't from being completely out-pressured, it wasn't from being outpaced, but that's what's happening right now. Vitality just not able to keep up with the Gentlemates roster, who are reading each other on a completely different level right now.
Infield pass, Redosin has to back up for it. That leaves the ball open for Juicy yet again. I mean, what do you even say at this point? This was not how I expected this to go down. As you mentioned, whenever we have seen Vitality lose games, they've been close. They've been even matches where they've been relatively dominant, keeping the opponents in their side of the field, and then just so happen to get caught on the break.
Yeah.
Never before
Wow.
have we seen a team this
That is crazy that that was not a goal against Vitality.
might be rattled.
Well, that's a
Such a what?
for Gentlemates to concede, to be honest. They've got both of their last two defenders on top of each other, and they've lost to 50-50. I mean, that is a pretty good illustration of why you want to
That's
spread out.
wild.
When you're playing Rocket League, no matter what level you're at. Said one touch is less likely to go past both of you. Gentlemates make a unnecessary mistake and allow Vitality an easy goal to start the potential comeback. This is another chance for Vitality. Seiko's blocked it. Alpha 54 wants to double tap.
Alpha, dude, you gotta hit those doubles, bro.
Coming to life.
Yeah, Vitality do need to figure this out, though, a little bit. They need to stop falling for the fake plays. Alpha easily beats the ball. Seiko! Oh, he calls Redosin into action. That was an unbelievable angle even to attempt from.
A minute to go. Alpha 54 misses his flip reset. He didn't have a lot of boost to get that one. It proved to be insufficient. Gentlemates giving a bit more space to Vitality now. I think they're afraid of overcommitting like they did in the previous goal they conceded. That is giving Vitality looks at the midfield. It's giving them looks at passing plays, which were not really there earlier on in this game. Nice jump there by Zen over the top of the demo. Offloads to Redosin down the line. He wants the shots on target, which Juicy had covered. And was that the right option for Redosin there?
20 seconds left on the board. Zen tries to get the ball in field. Does.
I mean, it's just such a throwaway.
Alpha was
Like,
covering the goal more than he was trying to look for offense.
you have some of the most mechanical fucking demons on your roster, and you're just not even taking advantage of it. Just chucking the ball.
Secured their second game of the series. Half the job done, half the job still
Dude.
to get finished.
Vitality just looked terrible.
It is completely against the expectations that we had after seeing Vitality yesterday. Obviously, Vitality and Gentlemates have both had one loss in this tournament so far. Vitality lost, of course, in the Swiss stage to 100%. Gentlemates lost to Endpoint in the closed qualifier stage of the competition.
This is just wild. I didn't think fucking Gentlemates had a chance.
Themselves out here. And I think it really does come down to communication. So many of these.
I mean, if you look at the teams, think, yeah, man, like,
area of the pitch and
Vitality should run away with this, but
as much coverage.
they've looked horrible
I
today.
think one of their biggest advantages last season, Shogun, is that they spread out so well. It was just impossible to get the ball past them. And if you did get it past one player, there would be another Vitality player lining up to stop you before you could do anything with it.
It's almost double-sided, isn't it? Because you've got obviously what you just mentioned that the.
I mean, Seiko and Juicy look fucking phenomenal.
Challenge. That player won
But-
more often than not the challenge that he was going
I mean,
for those of you just
yeah,
joining us
it's so weird to see. Like, Zin or Alpha and Redosin, if they were doing bad, it's like one thing. I understand. But Zin's doing terrible too. They're all bad. They're all playing really bad.
Yeah, it is a difficult situation. You might be thinking to yourself, how could that be difficult?
I don't think this is the same as a G2 Gen G situation where G2 is just straight up forcing errors. I really think Vitality is just playing like shit.
The lines of Rocket League history.
Because in no way are they out talented. They are absolutely better in every way, shape, and form than their opponents.
When a world champion team can come back and continue being the best
But,
in the world,
I mean, Gentlemates is just...
in Rocket League history. So this is not an
It's the haircut, dude.
by any means.
I mean, I did say that haircut is fucking hideous.
They put a lot
It is fucking hideous, I will not lie.
well.
Just the biggest problem is that Alpha is just not him anymore. He, like, Rudosin was always kind of like, you know, he was good, but he was never exceptional. But Alpha, I mean, dude went from top 4 in the world to, like, he's not even top 4, like, in this game anymore. And in this series, he's not even a top 4 player. Okay, so, like, he's like the 5th best player in this entire series right so far. It's just Alpha's just looked like garbage.
More and more to their records. What a way to start off this team. This would be. Now we do have the timeout buff over towards Vitality. Let's see what they can do with it. More importantly, can they now get that rotation sorted out, or are they going to start tripping over each other again?
It's actually dispossessed mid-air by Zen, who's left that forward Dosen. Early signs would indicate the Vitality are giving each other information early. You know, as someone who's had the honor of listening to Zen's frantic French comms in person, I don't speak a lot of French, but I can just tell he's communicating.
There we go. That's much. Finally, man. You actually do something, Alpha. Nice of you to finally fucking show up. I just don't get how the offense has regressed so enormously from yesterday. That offense looked unstoppable yesterday. I don't even think Gentlemates has played that great of defense. I really don't. I just think that Vitality's offense has been so fucking bad today that they can't score. I mean, they're just chucking the ball away at moment's notice.
Something that Gentlemates have to be giving credit for is they've anticipated Vitality's aggression. You know, Vitality historically having a very aggressive team with their first player, really giving opponents no time. Alpha looking for a second one.
That's got to be a goal, dude. Yeah, get that net.
Juicy again in defense, clearing the danger.
And Rodoson's just not ready for a good center. That's it. Oh, okay.
Will that be something Gentlemates can use to their advantage? Will they bait Vitality?
And no one's up. I just said the speed, like that. They just don't look as fast. It looks so like. I mean, last season when they were dominant, they just dusted everybody. They were the fastest team I've ever seen. Now today they're just like they're getting absolutely dusted by Itachi, Juicy, and Seiko. Like,
yeah, Juicy didn't jump in the right direction, but he adjusted quickly midair to get something on the ball. And you know, in that situation, you just have to get any part of the ball to make sure that the attacking player doesn't have a clear shot at it. Itachi calling Juicy off that one.
it's a lot of throwing the ball away. That might be internet. As much, I literally, that's kind of ironic. I say it's a lot of throwing the ball away. Alpha proceeds to throw the ball away, but it goes straight into net. So I guess throwing the ball away works at times. If you put it at their net on 120, whatever 120 kilometers an hour is, I don't fucking no. I don't speak that fucking un-American unit. Howardosson, why are we going? What are we doing?
That's exactly the type of mistake they were making last game. They can't fall back into that, especially after doing so well to go ahead by 2.
It's gone again, and a little bit unlucky that Zen wasn't able to get there quick enough because they do like to just go for the outplays and then pass the ball to somebody else mid-air. Vitality haven't been
Oh, it's kind of open. Nice. There we go. There we go. Alpha here. He finally fucking showed up. Took all weekend, but he is alive.
Kind of hits it straight up into Alpha 54. Vitality will take it. After the worst possible start to this series, they have responded with what we call a champion's response after that timeout. There's still time for Gentlemates, and Itachi's got a reason. reset. He's got Seiko to his left. Seiko with a slow shot to the top corner. Looks like he may have been expecting the goalkeeper to pre-jump inside of the net there, which would have been countered by that back wall self-pass. Vitality are not falling for Seiko's tricks on that time.
Alpha War touches him background and he has found Alpha. That's now a way through. Seiko has missed the ball. It was a lot to ask.
I mean, I'm not saying he's like back to fucking last season, but I'm more of like he's back to actually fucking participating in this game, because the last 2 games he was fucking horrendous.
Have been weak. They've been easy to deal with for Vitality, and Gentlemen have let off the gas.
He's been pretty bad this weekend. I mean, so is Radosin, but up until this series, it was the Zen show. It was literally just Zen 1v3. I mean,
pretty comfortably, but it seemed like after that goal went in for Vitality, the fact that it came from
that's him to actually fucking do something.
a very unnecessary mispositioning
For once. I mean, dude, the speed.
Since then, they have not been as
Radosin is dusted.
with a ceiling double tap attempt.
Oh, Juicy, you fucking suck.
He missed as well. Well, it would have been a great goal for Juicy. Didn't have a lot of boost to navigate the rebound portion of the shot.
Bro, that's a tough shot to hit.
Mechanically in the setup for sure. I want to see that aggression showing. I think Vitality were making mistakes when
But finally, like,
were putting the pressure on them. And now that they've been given a bit more space, a bit more time on the ball, they're back into the zone and they've just
okay. Yep.
Yeah, it's just been
Sure. You go, Austin.
the typical get ball, hit ball as far as they possibly can. When you look in towards the games, and especially the goals they were scoring, all of them were fake flip resets. You know, I can potentially
That a goal?
Vitality defenders
I mean, the defense didn't exist on that play, but,
sit on a camera
what a fucking...
defender in the last 5 minutes. There's one option. You just have to go and cover it. So I feel like Gentlemen's just aren't.
That was a good, these cars for moves differently. He does have, like, some of the most...
I want to see
His car control is just otherworldly. I just don't comprehend how somebody can be so, like, precise with every single bit of his car.
Maybe take a couple of risks against Vitality, and I'm not really talking so much about risks on the ball. I'm talking about the risks with the positioning behind the challenging player. It's the second man, the third man for Gentlemates that can maybe be a bit more aggressive than they were in that third.
But dude, say like Seiko, Itachi, and Juicy, man, like they all look like different breeds now that they're away. Now that they're no longer having to be a superstar on their team, they all look a lot better. Or more of like, no, that's the wrong word. Now that they're no longer like playing whatchamacallit, playing backseat to the superstar on their team, they look good. That's what I meant to say. Because all of them were like the second best on their team, and now, well, actually Seiko was definitely the third best, but
in the last game it was all up to Alpha, but you look across to all 6 of these players, and there is just so much talent, so much pop.
they look good. You know, they look good. I don't know. Something about Gentlemates. I don't think that they're... I still don't think that they're that... Movie who? Vitality versus Gentlemates right now. I still don't think that Gentlemates are that amazing. I'm very unimpressed with their defense so far. I mean, I can't be talking about bad defense and there's fucking this.
Alpha went for the aggressive demo, and Radosin just plays for the risky 50. I mean, that is not the
Yeah.
move for Radosin.
Anyways,
He's got a boost, that's fine.
I'm still not impressed with Gentlemates defense, but
Either Radosin's not been informed,
they got good team chemistry, so I'll give them that.
or he's just completely misplayed it.
I mean, even then, you don't want to go on the outside.
I don't think they could be. I don't think Gentlemates could beat G2 though.
Moving inwards, they might be caught.
I really don't.
Oh, wow, any momentum that Vitality had is gone. Zip. You will
Because the fact is last game when the only time Vitality was actually outspeeding them, they lost 4-0. And I promise you on my life, G2 would outspeed them every game. I think G2's a faster team than Vitality, which is tough to say, but Vitality just doesn't look the same.
They're on the board. This time they're face off of Seiko. Juicy was covered in the double, did not have Redosin's shot blocked.
I think G2 could beat both these teams, to be honest.
Have got for his outplay potential, made it look like he could try and hit the double tap. Instead, left it for a teammate, and now we get another kickoff. Vitality are at least trying different.
Dude, I will give one thing I have to say about Vitality is they have the best kickoffs in the world. Old GC, dude, GC was not that. He was all right on Moist. He was really good at Worlds, but everyone cut up while they second. I do believe that is one of the problems. Well, I honestly think it's hard to say they didn't regress, because I really don't think that Alpha and Redosin are on the same level they were last season. They definitely look like they've taken a step back. But it could be because of that. Maybe they did stagnate. Maybe they haven't. Vitality has exceptionally good kickoffs. I will give them that. They have the best kickoffs in Rocket League. Like I have seen that exact kickoff, like where they like lose and Redosin has the ball within half a second of kickoff. I've seen that like 5 times this weekend. Like the consistency to be able to get those kickoff straight to their teammate for like nearly an open for a free 1v1 is scary good.
Into the middle of the box, into the middle of the pitch, and Gentlemates. I mean, they've played against this Vitality team so many times on different rosters. Now, even on the same roster, great overhead clear there by Itachi to keep Vitality at bay again. But yeah, they know what they're up against here. Vitality.
How's Seiko doing? Seiko looks fucking. He's back. Seiko has looked phenomenal this weekend. And the fact is like, I mean, all 3 of them have looked really good because they're very in sync. They look like a cohesive unit. They aren't, I mean, obviously Seiko and Itachi can make some mechanical moves, but they're not, you know, they're not out here zinning them up with solo plays, but they've looked so good as a team. I still have a lot of problems with their defense. I think their defense is very mid, but offensively, they've looked very cohesive.
You know, surprises me. I've got to be honest with you, I didn't expect Gentlemates to look like that 3-pronged offense that all the best teams in the world do these days. Actually missing a wall dash there in defense, but
I'm mostly impressed with Juicy though. Like I knew to expect, like I was like Seiko and Itachi, they're probably gonna be pretty good together. What the fuck are we doing, guys? This is just Redosin, my dude. What are we doing? But Seiko and Itachi, like I knew they were gonna be good. I didn't think they'd be this good, but I knew they'd be good. But Juicy has really been the one who I was not exactly expecting to be as good as he has been.
I mean, that is a gift for Gentlemates. One that they didn't need.
Oh my god, Vitality, you fucking suck.
From the middle of the box.
I mean, Alpha, dude, go for the fucking ball.
This is what he's been doing for well over a year now. And it's the worst possible time.
Yeah, I mean, it's already over, dude. Like, overreactions are in town. Vitality, the team is... The super team is dead.
Opening 3 goals all came from catastrophic decisions from Vitality.
I don't see this team sticking another split.
Yeah, maybe we could maybe put the
I'm gonna be honest, like, they gotta turn shit around or it's over after this split.
Hold on, that's a great passing play. Even Seiko is gonna deny that one, and he's got the double.
Good job, Alpha. Check it right at him. That's a game-busting move if I've ever seen one.
I think minimum 2 goals this game have come off big misplays by Redosin. You know, don't like to highlight him, but you know, you mentioned earlier sometimes off.
Yeah, Redosin has been utter dog shit.
Produce their best performances. Are they trying to used that trick a bit too much.
Save looks
There he
most.
is, scoring at the other end.
I don't know what. I'm not gonna lie, like,
Reset.
none of them look French to me, but I don't know what a fucking French person looks like. I've never been to France, so
The first of these two
like,
with at least a second left on the clock.
I don't know. I'm gonna find something really offensive, probably.
Go their way. Zen off
French
taking a straight shot.
people.
Yeah, Juicy darted back there. I think Zen might have been smoke screened, unaware of.
Oh, that was the weakest thing ever.
Good turn back to the net there by Juicy, making sure that they're not going to give another late goal. Whoa, oh wait, are they? They've just done it again.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, well, they're coming back.
And Redosin is there.
I'm gonna find. When I think French people, dude, this is what I fucking think. Right here, dude. I think fucking weird little hat, French hat with the motherfucking baguettes. That's what I think every single time. That's what I think when I think French. You're gonna have to put on the. It's not racism. That's just generalization. That's not being racist. That's a poor generalization, but
That's twice they've done that to themselves as well. And we saw what happened last time. They looked really, really peculiar in the game after a big mistake. What are they going to look like after they did two of them?
Fringe is not a race, so it can't be racist.
Impression that their style of comms might involve calling who's got the ball. Say, I got, and when you got a bunch of people saying I got, and you're not like, you're just saying what you want to do, and you're not listening.
It's like what's it called? Ethnicist? It's like ethnicist, yeah. Ain't racist.
Wrong there for Gentle Ace. That's bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. They're 4-2. They're
I don't know what fucking French I just said. I literally was just throwing out something stupid. Like, I know it's stupid.
Actually, he's finished the game with 3 goals.
I know, he gets to say that was not his
700
fault.
points. Like, and this is why you can't trust points per game, ladies and gentlemen. Radosa just topped the scoreboard to 732 points, and I'd say that was a pretty bad game for him.
Regardless, Zen's going to have to fill in the beat. Dude, Radosa at 700 points. I guess he had 3 goals, but
Seen so far for this Vitality roster to get eliminated, it does feel like this is now or never. This is the
I'm just saying, like, I literally don't know anybody, like,
of the new season.
Rocket League was like the first time that
And Vitality have got
I mean, I'm not gonna try, but you're probably not wrong.
chance.
But like, up until like, until RLCS, I had like no fucking idea what a goddamn French I didn't even know they fucking existed at this rate.
5 RLCS
That's a joke,
in row,
but,
3 European online events, and then 2 European LAN events for Vitality.
like, I don't know fucking French people.
At the hand of their
I don't know anyone from France. I know like a billion people from the UK.
KC tried, BDS tried, everybody has tried. But a brand new name with old names attached to it. Stepped up. I can't remember, like, as much as it has been made about.
We need Zen and the original Zen Finnick.
taking away the World Championship from KC, they
Well, I guess it's more of the.
on that day of the World Championship.
It was technically Vatira's Finnick, but now it's. Then it was Zen's, and now it's Alpha's. But we need him that Finnick. I bring out the best in him, clearly.
got the most upside. That's not going to be an easy turn though. Alpha
There we go.
by a mile to go up 1-0 for Vitality.
Seiko got fucking dusted. Let's see more. Who's the other semi? KC and BDS.
Once again, Shogun, it's Alpha 54 who
BDS looked fucking good yesterday.
when they have looked,
They looked a lot better than these two teams.
it's the
Moist lost to Vitality in quarters.
Alpha has been incredible in short spurts so far. They need that now for a good 15 minutes. Cannot afford any more silly mistakes. It's a good opportunity. Zen just going to put himself up. And he made the goal so much bigger. Redosin makes it 2.
Well, he ended up in front of the ball, and it looked like he was playing for the air dribble bump, but he was actually
Nah, I knew
the
it.
ball cam the entire time. He was going for the drop down pass. That is so creative by Zen. He knew the goalkeeper would be there, didn't even have to look, and he perfectly made contact with both the player and the ball.
Now Itachi, reset was gained earlier on, used it to just try and drag that ball a bit further. Zen now, gonna go down the side. Gentlemates are trying to cover the infield pass.
I mean, Madeira, I wouldn't really say that. Madeira did win a major.
Those wings are so much easier to infiltrate for Vitality. Good turnaround challenge there from Alpha.
I mean, Itachi and Exotic were straight up peaking that split. So he wasn't. He had help. He had help, but you know they all need help. I carried. Don't speak those words ever again. But we need Old Moist back. I agree. I never got the honor of seeing Old Moist, and I would love to. I want to see it. How's Reddit been? Dude, I have surprisingly not had anybody say shit to me about it. I cannot believe no one has fucking said anything to me about my fucking Exotic slander. I do not care. I stand by that he was not good at the end of last season, and he was awful at Worlds. I stand by that, but that dude was a fucking different breed yesterday. He was... I have no words for how good he was yesterday. Alpha's missing. In old BDS. Dude, Evan, I have been playing the game for like a year and a half, not even. I am so new to this game. The first split I ever watched was the last winter split. That was the first time I ever even watched Rocket League. Well, RLCS. Nice. There's the speed. Yeah, y'all are some old heads, man. I'm new to this shit.
It's a great tip for all of you guys wanting to try and improve your own rebounds in your own games. Much easier if you only have to read the height of the ball. If you can see exactly
that's a goal. Wow, Itachi, my friend, you fucking are trash.
That must have been a tougher angle than it looks, because
Zen just about 2v1. I mean, yeah. There's no way, like, Dig obviously was better, but... Redemption, what is that cut, my friend? And Zen's dead.
And they can claim this game for their own. 3 goals difference. And Vitality have won. They have done so in style. And they would rather a very boring following up 2 games. For Gentlemates, job seemed far easier about 4.5 minutes ago. Now they know what they're up against. That one's a little bit too high. Juicy's going to try and clear, and Alpha will very happily see this into the corner.
Yeah, this should be the conclusion of the first.
What the fuck are you doing, Redosin? Why did you go for like a fucking pinch off the top of his car? What was the point of that?
After the acquisition of Zen, they have failed their first attempt, and now the big decision: do they call a timeout right now? Just try to figure out a game plan for game 6.
Vitality, just fucking play fast and efficient Rocket League. You do that, you don't fucking lose, because you're pretty fucking dangerous when you do that.
Saving it for that game 7, when it seemed like taking the momentum away from the other team might be a good idea. I'm sure that Gentlemates do not feel tilted at this moment. They're not the kind of players who would. But Vitality were, close to. I think I don't want to say flawless. I don't want to say their best, but I think they were much cleaner in that game, and I think taking that away from them would have been a decent decision. They decided not to do so.
So after you think G2 can beat these teams? Because I fucking do.
I think they've got the winning strategy already.
Yeah, I mean, we've already seen previously as well. Vitality have had games like.
I think GT's better than both of them.
To replicate that, I mean, Vitality. We can say many things about their gameplay today. Consistent is not one of them. So it is on them to keep this going for 10 minutes. You might as well ask the question of them of, All right, we're just going to keep this rolling for the time being, and if we need it going into game number 7. So I do like the decision. The big problem, though, is Zen started to get going in that last one. It was not necessarily alpha quite as much that needed to just barrel through every single challenge. Here we go. Game number 6.
It's the other side I'm scared of. Yeah, the other side is look. Dude, BDS and KC, they look fucking scary. It was so, dude, I watched BDS, I was like, dang, they look like the best team in the world. And then I watched KC, and they looked fucking bad. I didn't think anybody could look better than BDS did yesterday, and KC blew them out the water too. KC just looked unfucking real. So, they, whatchamacallit, happened. They removed Forbidden Temple, Desert Canyon, and, Neo Tokyo from the rotation. So there's now only 4 maps in the rotation instead of 7. I think it's stupid. So the concern was that those maps apparently cause a lot of lag for the players, so they wanted to get rid of them and keep more basic maps, I guess. My problem is it really dulls the map rotation. I already wasn't the biggest fan of the map rotation, but at least having a different map every game, you know, was good. Having, like, the same map, especially because, like, DFH Stadium, Manfield, and, Champions Field are, like, the same map, but, like, they're not the same map, obviously, but they're very bland. They are very, very boring maps. Like, the only map that actually I feel like is in the rotation now is Utopia. That's actually, like, very unique is Utopia Coliseum. The rest are pretty bland. I mean, Beckwith Park is kind of the same boat. It's really bland. I'd like to see something like I think they should have, like, Sovereign Heights or something. Or, I really like, I'm surprised they didn't add whatever it was called. It was like the map from 2 seasons ago. Like the soccer map. Field map or whatever it's called. It's like the Brazilian, I don't know. It's a good map, though. And I feel like that one should have been added to rotation, but that one also might add too much lag. Oh, that's such a dog shit touch.
Respawns on the same side. So many blue cars stuck in one corner. Got to keep boost priority at the moment.
Oh, Itachi missed that boost. That's really bad for him.
Yeah, well played by Itachi. Spotted Redosin, cutting rotation, made sure
to get Alpha.
Redosin could. For the first time, I think we're seeing clean performance for both teams for the most part. They have been
this looks a lot cleaner. Yeah, you are right, Johnny. You go eat. All right, go enjoy your dinner. It's still breakfast time here, although I don't eat breakfast. I might get me some. I want some Buffalo Wild Wings for lunch today, but since it's Super Bowl Sunday, I don't know if that would be too impossible to get.
Itachi avoids disaster. Now Juicy caught in to save the shot.
Great control by Juicy.
This is the first time I've actually been pretty impressed with Gentlemate's defense. Their defense looks really good this game. Because Vitality is absolutely fucking... They're full on just... Like, they are just attacking. The mechanic, everything looks in full force right now. And they're just playing really good defense. It's a lot better. It's a lot... Oh my... Redosin! The hell are we doing?
Redosin spice added to it. You never know when he's
Jesus Christ, my dude.
All right, well, that was a heart raiser. We keep going out. Juicy can't win it clean as he almost got it into the path of Itachi. But those who realize he's got to slow this play down. Still gonna pop that ball out a little bit too much is Alpha.
Man,
But Redosin's just gone flying past the ball. Redosin's got to calm down here.
oh god.
All over the place. And he's set up his opponents. Redosin needs
Thank God, fucking
the heart rate down.
Redosin, my dude. Fucking calm down, dude. You are quite literally trying to sell the back as hard as possible right now. Just kill it. Jesus Christ.
And thankfully for Vitality, that is the case. They're gone for the delay kickoff yet again. Tried to get it into the path of Redosin. Doesn't quite work. And now they are up in defense. Can't afford to get in their own way here. Zen zero boost, tries to stick with it. Redosin zero boost, tries to stick with it. And Gentlemates will start again.
Redosin fucking wave dashing off his teammate.
The win condition for both teams is the same play.
Oh! Wait, it's open. Alpha. Aw.
Really, who could find Redosin first? Here he is. Booms it into the ceiling, just barely a touch of the ceiling though. Alpha missed the rebound.
Oh, the nerves have to be fucking crazy right now. I can't even imagine how nervous they are right now.
For Zen to work his magic. Back pass to Redosin might be the right play at this moment.
Seiko is waiting. So was Alpha. Good read of the play. Goes ceiling. Reset gained. Delays it. Couldn't quite get enough power to wrong foot Seiko. Zen's going to delay. Redosin's turning inward. So is Alpha. Said Zen might go the whole way by himself. He's got everybody jumping.
Oh, and here's Redosin. This could really go absolutely anywhere. It's into the sidewall. Back middle for Alpha 54. And Gentlemates are queuing up at the near.
Oh, it's open.
Not an easy clear. Redosin blocked by
I lied. It's not open.
Seiko had to read that early on. And Vitality have back.
Redosin's chasing down Zen. He's going for the Dimba play on his own teammate.
Here goes Zen.
Oh my god.
Doesn't get the
That was close.
Itachi delayed.
Dude, the nerves have got to be... Oh, so... They look so nervous right now.
So much space for Redosin here.
Because Vitality knows
What's he gonna do with it? He's got all the options. Goes for net.
what there is to lose. They have everything to lose.
Which was blocked by Gentlemates.
Now we go in.
Dude, they've had the ball mid for an easy goal like 4 times. And they just aren't there ever.
Sticks with it. 2 minutes of overtime played. Gentlemates get the goal they want.
Oh, that's really bad.
In goes Seiko. Back
Okay.
and Zen prevents the double tap.
Huge interception by Zen. Seiko is dangerous there. Now it's Redosin with the double tap. He's blocked.
Dude, how the fuck did Juicy get up to that?
Plays the angle rather than the ball. In goes Zen, asking too much of even himself. Who's got the boost? Itachi lays claim. Juicy now up next. Alpha in a bit of a rough spot. He can find himself too far forward.
Oh, that's
The outplay.
nice. Good shit, Zen.
Stuck.
Dude, I'm like...
50-50 was a safe option there. Alpha played it risky.
Oh, dude, I'm nervous watching this. Because I know, like... I know what's on the line.
Answering with the softest of counter-attack attempts down the middle. That's denied by Gentlemates as well.
The end of,
Giving the ball back into
the end of
middle.
perfection.
It's so dangerous to do that when Gentlemates are lurking. And it looks like they might have got away with it just about for now.
Pinch clear between them.
Perfection is on the line still.
Amount of boost. Who can get rid of it? Redosin, huge flick. Juicy's too far forward. He has to scramble back. And Alpha, look at the pre-jump. He's having none of that backboard play. He wants this played at his own pace.
Well, 3 minutes of overtime. This has been one of the most nerve-wracking OTs. It's Vitality trying to keep the win streak alive. Juicy's backwards. He can't really challenge Zen too well. Redosin now pounces on the loose ball. Can't get it away from Seiko. He's missed the boost steal as well. Doesn't need it. He's playing for the zero boost wall shot, which trickles into the corner.
Oh, Itachi's avoided being hit. Gentlemates playing with fire. Redosin in the corner. Good challenge from him. Out to Seiko, looking for the sidewall double. Defenders were ready. 2 defenders were ready.
Oh.
3 defenders were ready. But that is a little bit over-prepared if you ask me.
Oh, the whole lobby in one little triangle there. And now Redosin's pre-jump Juicy. At least that forces
Oh my god.
Zen adjusts necessarily and gets the clear, but here's Juicy once more. He gets on the wrong side of the ball. 4 minutes of overtime. Both teams have had an equal share of chances.
Oh my god! Redosin!
Passes it off to Seiko, but Zen
Oh, Dude, my heart fucking dropped when he went for that. Oh, no. Oh!
No! Alpha scrambles back.
But we keep going on. Gentlemates have controlled the last few minutes. And it just seems like any moment now, that streak will come to an end. Alpha keeps it going. He's got Redos in midfield. Who takes the challenge? It is Itachi. Controls so well. How many chances have Gentlemates had?
They're just playing. Vitality's playing too safe, and it's gonna cost them. Because
very close to the wall. It's a dangerous way to set up your air dribbles. Much easier for the defender to get in the way of it when they can just use the wall as a launching pad. Now another double commit from Vitality, but it's gone back to Alpha, who seems to have control here. Oh, it's much smarter that time by Alpha, just going for the 50-50. You don't need the outplay, a much safer way to just go right through the ball. Like here's Rodolfo with the flip reset.
I would have gone the backboard, but that's miss me.
Now 5 minutes into OT, it's back to Vitality aggression, but decently heavy touch there from Itachi. Breaks up the pressure. We're back to a pretty even position.
Oh, this is nice.
Zen had to get there in time. Zen's also turned Alpha and Zen this time double committing. That means there'll be nobody on the far side. And now Seiko charges ahead. Who can he get a hold of? Chooses.
Oh no.
Alpha had to jump. It's all up to Choose. He's got a lot of work to do off this play. Seiko's around. Decides not to take the shot.
Oh no, that's not ideal.
There by Vitality, they're making it tough for Gentlemates to get the goal. Itachi's left it for Choose. But a dive bomb saved by Redosin. That's phenomenal stuff.
Keeping the options alive. Keeping the streak alive. Alpha off the wall. Second touch. Easy enough. Itachi's just lived on the backboard and he's done so much work. Do you see next one up? Zen turns. Oh, that's on target, and Redosin already sat in the right spot.
Oh, what a read by Redosin to know Zen was hitting a back pass from a pinch. And now here comes Redosin.
Woo!
He's done it!
It's not dead yet.
Strikes for Vitality.
They have one more chance.
Game 7.
Keep the streak alive.
Down the line. No flip resets. No double tabs. Let's just go direct. Let's go to Champions Field.
My oh my, I just wonder what it's like. I wish I could just understand the thoughts going through Redosin's head for just one game. And if it was ever a game, this would
That
be
was.
to just
Woo!
be in Redosin's head and hear what he's thinking, because he really is just impossible to read. No one can read this guy. Seiko thought that he had the shot covered there. No, you don't have it covered. Redosin's just gonna effortlessly slot it bottom left. It's a great technique to finish with a low boost situation. Of course, by the way, Gentlemates have called timeout, as you would expect. It's
I think I need it, mate. I need it more than this.
Dude, someone said all the Redosin slander, and he clutches up. Dude, I am sorry, but Redosin was fucking trying to lose that game. Oh,
plays at both ends.
man was single-handedly trying to lose that game.
At both ends. Alpha ended up with 9 saves. Seiko had 7. And Redosin's bouncing on his chair. You know that's bad news when you
Oh,
a bouncing
He
Redosin.
lives for this.
they got 7 saves. Jesus.
Out there that the pressure doesn't mean anything to them. They love situations like
Eversack's timeout buff, man. Let's see how it happens. If it
is
shows up.
as is, well,
see if it works on Gentlemates as well.
feels like this one. So, timeout
Because Casey was fucking unbeatable after timeouts last year.
for Game 7. Eversax is readying the troops. Fairy Peak will be doing the
Woo.
exact same over the side of Vitality. But to me, Johnny, this has been such an inconsistent series. It's all about who can just get as close to their peak as possible.
Well, you know, Vitality are pretty close to their peak right now. As they hear the words of wisdom. If there's anyone to tell you to be careful going into a last game, it would be that guy. I think I don't want to scare Vitality fans. Eversax and his previous team, Carmine Corp, had some of the best win records after a timeout was called. So if there's going to be a team to beat Vitality, it's the team Eversax is coaching.
I will say this after. Redosin does not fail to make a series fucking interesting. You know?
That was the plan, right? Let's just get in there.
Maybe it's his goal in life to subdue Vitality's dominance by being an absolute choke, like an absolute tosser.
A really good switch up to hit team.
Because really makes things interesting.
Canceled each other out, but are
I want you to understand, this is only the 4th time ever that Zen has gone to Game 7.
I think it's a bad idea if they do, but let's find out. It's game
Despite winning 5 events, last season. 5. They only went to Game 7 3 times. Twice against Liquid and once against KC. Crazy to fucking think. At least they got that fucking lead. I really... Dude, their kickoffs are just so good. They have the best kickoffs of probably anyone. Any team in the world. Oh my god. Alpha should have scored that.
Vitality go 2 up in 30 seconds. You might as well call this one early. Just say, we'll take top 4 for our first event. Go next. When Vitality get rolled,
I mean, this team should have been in the grand finals because Vitality looked dead in the water. Start for the first half of the series.
Vitality might smell blood in the water here. Clear is going to take away any offensive hopes from Vitality.
Oh my god.
That was so dangerous as well, but managed to get the buy-in actually, and a full dive. That's for Dosen yet again. Just cutting his way through on these defenders.
Cheeky by Alpha, but he set Zen's up. And Zen with the flip reset, stealing double strike pinch after the mind game. Well, how does he even come up with this? He sticks around in offense to look for some demos in the aftermath, but Gentlemates have survived the incoming pressure.
Already up. Who's first to it? Juicy liked his chances. Something that's happening now.
I'm gonna click that.
Is that they're fully diving.
Yeah, win.
Plays that they are losing.
I'm gonna be honest. Gentlemates do not have the momentum right now. I do not think they are going to win. I think Vitality is going to, by the grace of God, despite everything they have tried, they will, despite all of their efforts to lose, Vitality will most likely win.
Yeah, it's the second time this game Seiko has stopped Zen from point-blank range. Great defense.
They tried their best to lose. They really did. But Vitality really looks like it's gonna be them next round. Especially when fucking Itachi is bumping his teammate.
And of course he goes for the 50-50. Really smart play by Zen there. Buying his team some time. Making sure they don't concede immediately, but they might concede anyway. Nope, Seiko's missed his touch.
Yeah, difficult to get the fake out when players are kind of directly in line with the ball. It's Alpha controls. First touch, kind of let him down. Second.
Did he pogo?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, a little pogo outplay there from Alpha.
It was.
He might have attempted to shoot that one on target. It's,
That was almost sick.
to their end now, but they've got control. They've got boost. Juicy fakes it middle for Itachi. He's dropping it.
That's a good pass.
Great read on the pass there. Alpha 54. So exactly.
That's terrible.
It's becoming a little bit of a goal drought here for Gentlemates. They are over 15 minutes since their last goal. Gotta get something on the board within the next 2. Zen infield. Alpha goes backboard, double tap, and Seiko again caught into action for the defense.
Yeah, his saves in this game have been what's keeping Gentlemates competitive. It could very easily be 2 or 3 for Vitality.
Dude, Zen is just so fucking fast, man. They just...
Earlier on, it seemed
I
like
swear to God, it's the first one up to every ball.
every which way they wanted, but now Vitality have leveled up, and it's become a whole lot harder for Gentlemates to find any way through to a shot on target.
Ugh.
Alpha can't get to it. Redosin off the wall. So only out to Zen, who doesn't get as much on the challenge as he would have liked, but Vitality have not got the same issue they had in games 1 and 2. Their second player up has been so much quicker to it. There's the infield. Oh! Seiko!
What was that? What was that fucking Shogun? What was that?
When his team needed him most.
Oh, what a pass from Itachi. Seiko barely had
Their second man is fastest to it all the time. Yeah, their second man gets dusted.
pointed his guard at the ball.
Good fucking... Good.
Gentlemates of Vitality delivering with all kinds of drama.
Ooh.
1 minute. Is that
That's a really good pass.
double commit there? Alpha. It's only out to Itachi.
It's off.
Misses.
Nice.
Oh, Redosin really had to use every
Was it?
inch of self-control.
I couldn't tell.
Slammed that top bins of his own net, but he instead just left the ball to
Who knows?
off the back wall. Incredible mental resilience in the critical moment Final minute still.
Oh, he's in.
In game 7, still tied.
Cannot be missing that.
Only as far as Juicy. Itachi waits in the midfield. Doesn't get the ball though, because Alpha.
Ooh, he did not get that double.
In goes Zen. Those are sort of challenges that defensively you don't like to see, because that ball can go anywhere. Alpha's having none of it right now. He is pre-jumping everything for defense.
He stayed upfield as well. Redosin with space to follow. And it's
Nice shot from Zen.
to slam in the go-ahead goal. 11 seconds to go. Alpha creates
Really good shot from Zen.
for Redosin. And Zen got the follow-up first. Slot 2-1 Vitality.
3-1 in the series, and it still might not have been good enough. Gentlemates have got one more chance at this. It's off the kickoff.
I have talked so good about their kickoffs, man. I have talked so good about their kickoffs. And they did this. Holy shit, they pulled a fucking SSG. They just fucking pulled an SSG.
They might just lose their streak on a wibbly-wobbly kickoff play.
Oh no.
Maybe one more chance to do it in that regulation.
Oh. Jesus Christ, guys.
Will be for the grand final. Alpha control.
Dude.
It hits the ground.
All right, Vitality. Just play a safe kickoff. Give us an overtime goal, please. That'll do. Okay, we're into midfield play. Juicy's got it, though.
Oh, God.
Not good for Vitality.
That's in.
He's got a flip to work with. He centers it, and it's in for Seiko.
What a fucking toss. What a fucking toss.
Seiko finishes. And Gentlemates are through to the grand
What a fucking toss.
series. The streak is done. It's dusted. Vitality.
Oh my
know
God.
that they are challenged for this series, and they will have to bounce back in our second open qualifier.
Oh, wow. It looked like a champion's comeback for Vitality. 11.
Wow, dude.
The lead in game 7.
What a
Lead down
fucking
so
toss.
So many games. But you know, a champion's response was countered by a champ 1 kickoff. I mean, there's just absolutely no reason to play for that risky strategy. You've heard me say it a million times, but I'm sure you'll all agree that was just ridiculous. And that's a high
My God. What a fucking toss, dude. You just have to get a good kickoff. 11 seconds. 11 fucking seconds is all you have to do.
Loss still hurts the most.
And you just... Oh my God.
The gauntlet is thrown down now. Retaining a world championship is so unbelievably difficult. And Gentlemates, we can now take that leftovers moniker. And
That's
throw it.
crazy.
They are full-on challengers for this season. And they will be also very happy to hold that one tight to themselves. They've done it. Vitality eliminated from an RLCS tournament with this roster for the very first time.
It doesn't feel real. It's unbelievable. I cannot believe it's happened in that manner as well. But that's what's happened. Vitality.
Is it? Yeah, Fairy Peak is their coach.
The close cheek kickoff goal for
I mean, that's just such a complete fucking toss.
to come back. And then it was Zen again. Second goal of the game. You thought, okay, it's happening. He's still the main character, but Alpha turned up field in the kickoff, and they've lost their lead. They've lost their.
I'm not
first time.
like, dude.
Will we win
I
our second set
can't believe that.
after this break?
It was a complete toss. It was a complete fucking throw. I just cannot believe that that's how they lost. That's how perfection ended. That's just wild. There's a lot of really good decals. The decals this season are top tier. I know a lot of people like the Gentleman's decal. I personally don't. I think it's fucking ugly, but that's me. This is it right here. But I don't like it personally, but they just Vitality just did not look great today. They just looked so. They just looked like they took such a massive step back. I have to say this. I find it so ironic that I was praising how good I thought Vitality's kickoffs were. I said that they had the best kickoffs in RLCS. And it is so ironic that their perfection streak ended by giving up a kickoff goal. It's just such a toss. They can't lose. They shouldn't have lost that series. It's just such a... Dude, a lot of people are saying it's one of the... Dude, I barely made any progress on it, to be honest, Evan. It just takes time. I'll get to it eventually. Dude, a lot of people are like saying, oh yeah, it was like one of the best series I've ever watched. And I'm like, dude, I don't think so. I personally don't, because the fact is there was a remarkable amount of throwing. I mean, there was so many times where both teams just refused to win. That's just wild, man. Wild. Nice, nice. Okay, Vert is alive. That's good to know. Today's a day. I get RLCS in the morning, and then tonight I get the Super Bowl. Today's a dream day. I am probably gonna take a nap though in between because I am fucking exhausted. I'm running on no sleep at all. I also have to do a little bit of stuff. Gotta do some homework and crap, but I'll finish that after RLCS is all over. Deepest for the week. Dude, I haven't had good sleep in so long. I'm not even joking after. I was up till 4 a.m. playing Rocket League last night. Me and Biscuit played twos till 4 a.m. It was...
Just born witness to potentially the most exciting series so far in RLCS 24 across all the...
It was truly a,
won by Gentlemates.
it was truly a session. A session. One of these sessions of all time.
And Eversax, I mean, for us, it was brilliant. It was amazing. It was astounding. How was it? First off, welcome. How was it for you and the players in those moments?
Really stressful series. Like, I don't think Vitality was playing their best, but like we kind of...
No shit, Vitality wasn't playing their best. One of their players was actively trying to fucking lose.
Every time we were in defense, I felt like we were gonna like take a goal, and every time we were attacking, I felt like we were gonna score, and it was never happening. So yeah, it was good emotions.
Was there anything specifically that was said when they scored that late goal in Game 7?
To be honest, we just kept the mental and say like it's not over, let's try something on kickoff, and they kind of gave the kickoff goal to us, so thank you.
I mean, we were chatting before this came on, and you were saying the players were watching Gotogo, your CEO for Gentlemates, his reaction. What's it like for those guys and you, knowing that he's watching on and so many people are watching over there as well?
Like, it's really amazing. It's such a... Like, it's so big for the game, and it's so big for us because we receive so much support in our private message, and like we really feel like we are in a family, and that there is a lot of people supporting us. They do everything they can to put us in the best condition possible. So it's really a blessing to be there.
It's sort of, you see that on the pitch, you know, between the players, Juicy, Itachi and Seiko, they seem to have come together so quickly. When they first formed, and it was fairly late on, how quickly on the pitch did they look like they could be a top-tier team in EU?
To be honest, the first 2-3 weeks were kind of rough because we couldn't really figure out how we wanted to play, or everyone was supposed to be on the team. But like we really worked out. Like, it was a long break compared to the other years, so we had like 4 months to scrim and to do replay reviews, everything. And like we finally found like our identity, or we wanted to play, and we just kept on working that way, and I'm really glad it's working.
Final question before I let you go and celebrate with your team. Carmine Corp and Team BDS coming up next. What's your prediction, and who would you rather face?
I don't mind facing both the teams, but it's a really tough matchup because BDS, they can be really strong, and KC as well. So I guess I might go like 60% for KC.
That sounds very fair. Thank you so much, Eversax. You got about an hour's break. Go and enjoy it, and we'll see you in the grand finals.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh yeah. So Vatira gets to play his 2 old teammates today. Well, that's granted they win this series. He would get to play his 2 old teammates back to back.
Guys, Vitality's unprecedented streak shut down. This is absolutely madness. What a series we had. Johnny, you said that match pretty much casted itself at that point. What a wonderful show we got.
Yeah, we were just reacting to what was
Wild.
you know, one thing, like, I reckon you could have got away with that mute. I don't know if anybody would have noticed if we didn't say anything. We're gonna let you have that one, but you've exposed yourself.
No.
Vitality, man, that's got to be the most painful way to lose a win streak like that I have ever seen. After doing so well to come back to lose, just to the only set piece in Rocket League, it is really, really painful. So yeah, sad for them, of course, but Gentlemates, welcome to Rocket League. What a start for this new org. What a start for this new team.
Jogan, you're speechless.
I mean, I feel like I've had an hour of saying a lot of things about
that. Is true.
Series and a lot of other words. Wow, incredible, and also what was that? You know, those are pretty much those 3 combinations. It's ridiculous. What a way to do it. What a way to cement yourself in there. I mean, we didn't know what to expect. Gentlemen, that 3-0 loss against Endpoint threw us all off. We didn't expect them to be this good. You lost to Endpoint. Endpoint are really good, of course, but they're not gonna put you in a top 4 conversation. They don't care about top 4 anymore. They're looking towards winning the entire region.
Yeah, no, this is a wonderful performance from this squad. I think they're solidifying themselves as we're not anywhere close to a nobody wanted us.
Yeah.
Let's change the narrative to we wanted each other, because this is the squad they needed from each other. Let's just looking at the bracket, what a run for this squad. I mean, to the teams that they're tearing through, obviously we haven't seen Moist quite hit the heights they have in the past. Vitality cruise on through them, and then Team 3, you know, a squad that Gentlemates should beat, but then into Vitality, Johnny, is such a terrifying prospect to try and get past.
Yeah, and especially in that manner, because Vitality, yeah, they started the series very, very poorly. I think, you know, Eversex himself said he didn't think Vitality played their best, which is, you know, it's nice of him to say after taking them out of the tournament. But Gentlemates did take down Vitality at the tail end of the series, where Vitality were starting to look incredibly scary. They're on a 2-game win streak. They had the edge in the final game as well, and Gentlemates were able to just come back. They, you know, tried a risky kickoff strategy when you're losing, which is smart, and they, luckily for them, they caught Vitality playing the same risky kickoff strategy when they're winning. So they both coin flipped, and yeah, in Gentlemates' situation, that's a really smart thing to do.
Well, between these two squads, France is proving that it is the world against them. But we have to continue on here. More French players to hit the field. Carmine Corp off against Team BDS. One of these squads, Shogun, is going to make it into the grand finals to face off against Gentlemates. You know they were watching that series, but they have to lock into this one now.
Oh my goodness, it's nothing but main events, isn't it, today? We have got KC and BDS taking to the field. We've got the established coach over on the side of Farah with Cassio over on BDS, looking to try and establish what he is capable of doing. I mean, we look at the rosters on these. I think KC is the fully no right now, apart from one right there. Over on the side, oh sorry, I should have said that, BDS, about Drali, because we don't know what to expect here. We don't know how he's going to react to the big stage right now against that org, that team. Johnny, Drali is going to be the player to watch in this series.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see more from Drali. I think he's one of the most exciting players in the world right now. Just seeing his development into professional 3v3. He's already, I think, developing faster than I expected him to. I think many others as well. But this is their toughest test. I think it goes without saying. The reunion of Vatira and Rise, you know, you got Rise, someone Vatira. This someone being Atto is also very, very scary, especially with how he played yesterday. This is the first time that BDS are really, really up against it with their elimination on the line.
Right. They're going to have to deal with quite a lot, though. I mean, we've seen the amount of pressure a team like K-Corp has when they're on offense. They're a scary squad to go against. And for Drali, this is definitely going to be a moment of do or die, handle the pressure. And they've, you know, we've seen what the rest of this region is bringing to the table, and to step up to that plate is a big ask. So locking in and forgetting the rest of the world will have to be the strat. The question is, Shogun, is he going to be able to do that?
Yeah, if anything, I would almost argue you need to do the exact opposite. Not do that. It's just another day. It's just another match. You've played these guys throughout your entire time coming up. I mentioned it yesterday, how the community that they've got around here, these guys have played against each other. He knows what it's like to play against Vatira. He knows what it's like to play against everybody over on KC. The question is does he know what it's like to play against them when it's in that room, under these lights, under these circumstances? It is up to his teammates around him, as experienced as they are. You've got Cassio, you've got Monkey.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, Rise looks like a fucking I'm trying to think what it is. It looks like he's like at the fucking Winter Olympics, dude. The jacket, like, I don't know. It looks weird on him.
And we saw BDS a little toe-stepping day one, but
I don't know what it is about that jacket, but it just does not look right.
Essentially perfect from here on out.
What, like, why does he have the fucking, like, the tight, like, it's like tight around his neck, but also not at the same time. It just, I don't get what's with the collar. It's just so weird. It looks like he's going skiing. I like, yeah. Or not skiing. It's called skiing, right? When you go down the fucking, like, hills, you know, the snowy hills and shit with the fucking little thing, little fucking stick shit. Dude, I don't fucking know shit. I live in Florida. It doesn't fucking snow here, so I don't know.
How you think this is gonna go? We're tracking. Keep in mind, we're tracking. And, well, it's not a good start, I guess, for all of us. We'll see if maybe we can turn it around, which really makes no difference, right? If we're all on
skiing or snowboarding, yeah. It might be snowboarding, actually. No, it definitely is skiing. It's definitely skiing. Yeah. It doesn't fucking snow here, so
excited
I've never seen snow in my life.
pitch, but we are not quite sure.
So,
if he's
I wouldn't know.
ready for the grand finals. Johnny, KC just feels so strong. I love this reconnection between Vatira and Rise, and we've seen Atto really step up when it comes to that offensive power.
You know, yeah, I'll go even one step further, and I think if KC can keep playing the way they're playing this whole tournament, they are winning it, and I think this is just another team. BDS are just
Is it?
victim for
Yeah, I've been AFKing that thing for like a week almost.
run with this roster, but yeah, KC to win this one, I think, is going to be very popular according to the chat as well.
Yeah, I guess I can't be too particularly surprised by the result that we've seen here, given the fandom behind KC. But we do have our next semifinal to send one team onto the Grands. Both Monkey Moon and Vatira have hunted for the ultimate crew, and today they get to show them off.
All right.
Who rallied the
Well,
strongest friends?
this is the matchup. But I think this is going to be a much better matchup. I mean, the other one went to Game 7 and was a good series, but it wasn't good gameplay. This, I think, will be much better gameplay. Both these teams look fucking incredible yesterday. Much better than the other two did.
I am still blown away by the previous series that we saw. Vitality couldn't get it past Gentle Mates. Carmine Corp now wanting to make sure that they continue to not play that second fiddle, especially in France. They want to be seen as the #1 French team. Their biggest rival, they've just gone down. Can they get to that grand final and push themselves ahead in the points table?
I'm fully with you. What an absolute doozy that first semi-final.
If Exotic plays like he did yesterday, it's gonna be very hard.
Here in the second
We're
in for an absolute
It's gonna be good.
storming series here in
Oh my god, the triple commit.
Yesterday, Stumpy, we had the pleasure of watching those guys dominate, but this is a different level. This is a different opposition. You've got a world champ on the other side. You've got Monkey Moon, and you've got rivalries, as I said, these former teammates on both sides. Vatira having to face Exotic for the first time. Monkey Moon taking on Rise. They all know how deadly they are. They all know each other's intricacies. How will that match up here in this best of 7?
I think that's an important point to bring up too, is that they know each
I
other.
love that BDS decal, man. That BDS decal is so good.
Going to be comfortable and how they'll also want to play. If you can therefore exploit that, especially at this level, when every single movement is going to be held under a microscope later on, then you can absolutely get under the skin of whoever you're playing against. And both these teams coming off a big 4-0 respectively. Carmine Corp going 4-0 versus Endpoint, and Team BDS 4-0ing Magnifico. It was a bit of a stomping yesterday, but we've seen a Game 7 on the other side of the bracket.
And we'll see if either of these sides have learned from the mistakes of the first semi-final. And yes, we have to talk about kickoffs. It is just such an important part of Rocket League, even at the top. You'd think almost every side by this point, Stumpy, 8 years, 9 years into professional Rocket League.
I saw that thing coming from a way.
Kickoffs, how to play safe, but again, that's what pressure does.
Ooh.
7 games of the highest level of Rocket League, the mental stress that these players have to go under, it leads to those little mistakes.
And we've seen the physicality also be brought through from yesterday. Bumps in the sky, forcing 2 players from BDS to commit to
BDS definitely look a little shaky so far.
But Charlie is going to be sitting up there momentarily at the time when Rise didn't fancy it. Vatira sends it high.
Classic Rise car design. I do like the Rise, that Octane, you know?
No chances so far for either
It's a good
team,
one.
rearing their heads and just punting it at each other's nets. First to strike though is going to seem like it may well be.
Dude, there's been so many double commits so far.
Of the players on Carmine Corp.
Yeah, I made a car design with Neural Network yesterday.
Those touches.
It's the
Go to it as well from BDS.
the FK, the car.
We talked about
Well, I guess I think it's Beast Mode's design actually, but
the new kids
I don't know whose it is.
aren't really
But
familiar.
I only got it because I saw FK use it there in
So obviously we know
regional last week,
he did, what he can do.
and I've been feeling really good in it. So
With just the how impressive those kids were.
I've been feeling
He's really stepped up.
crazy.
The stages look like the MVP here on K-Corp, but look, Drally, he's that new kid on the block. It's his first ever event. It's his first ever regional, and well, could he be that player to join?
I am pretty hungry, but
Fairy Peak to win in his first ever regional on debut here in European RLCS.
It's a lot to ask, especially when you're looking at how he was being a little bit nervous coming into the first series, especially during that Swiss stage. He wasn't quite comfortable, having a few errors, some of them forced, some of them unforced. We're certainly seeing him really relax back into it. And removing Batira from the pitch. Drali opens the
There's just so many double commits.
Exotic have to save it. A pass central Atto. Not quite to it first as Monkoon dunks him. Batira with plenty.
They're very. It's pretty clear BDS is nervous.
Is there, but it sort of falls between until the bottom and the low pass. A save again. Exotic stays firm.
Yeah, both defenses locked in game one. Not quite what we saw in the first semi-final.
I think BDS is gonna be the one to crack at this point. They've showed the double commits are bad. KC has not shown that weakness yet. They've looked very, very solid in all their Okay, I'll shut the fuck up now. All right, Monkey Moon. I apologize for I apologize. Did not mean to disrespect y'all. If y'all want to double commit all you fucking want, because apparently it was working. God damn, Monkey Moon.
Says, I'll have that one. I know exactly where you're going. And the perfect start for BDS that had so much of a defensive stand early on in game one, but the one time
That was a great fucking shot.
They made the most of it. Talking K-Corp
Oh.
the offense that they possess. We saw it yesterday. I mean, 13 unanswered goals. After game one, it really was one-way traffic. We know that Rise loves getting forward. Right now, we're seeing perhaps a little bit more hesitation from K-Corp. Here's a 1-2. That's what we're used to. The high offensive plays.
We can beat him. Yep.
K-Corp need to score. They need to find a touch, but there it is. The rookie Drali pushing it forward. Rise trying to go. Exotic keeping it in the other end. K-Corp's in trouble. 8 seconds left. Will it be BDS to get the best possible start? Rise trying to force it forward. Perhaps a
Get a good touch, Exotic. Nice. Wow. We got a fucking series, man. We got a fucking series.
Team VDS starting it off in a way that I think a good number of people wouldn't have expected. As far as I know, all of us on the deck
Did not expect BDS to come out.
chat when becoming
They fucking
20%.
that was interesting because God, I hate the dude. I swear to God, Rise looks like he's at the fucking Winter Olympics, man.
And a 1-0 with a monstrous
But
Monkey Moon is going to be
BDS,
that lead. That is a great
they were
chance
double committing a fuck ton, but they stood strong, man. They
for one, dunks him, lets his momentum carry.
They stay strong.
And Monkey Moon manages to sneak that goal right underneath the goal, the crossbar.
Yeah, Rise will probably
That fucking double tap.
want
What's
that touch again.
incredible.
Monkey Moon getting the read, and well, this is the thing, K-Corp, they haven't really been tested yet. We saw them, you know, they went to game 5 once in the Swiss stage, but the qualifiers cruised through. Number 1 seed, Swiss stage 3-0, and then they sweep their way in the quarterfinal. Stumpy, we haven't quite seen them being tested, whereas BDS, they had that early trouble. They got swept in the first round of Swiss stage, and they've been able to overcome it. They've learned from it. This will be interesting now, an interesting test for K-Corp to see how do they respond when their backs are against the wall.
Yeah, I wonder how Carmine Corp, because we talked about how
The double commits were a little concerning, though. Hopefully they get it. Hopefully a game 1 win gets the confidence up. They start trusting each other a little bit more. And
one of the only 6 players from Europe that went to every single LAN last season in the RLCS. So all these players obviously have that incredible experience. It's a chance though for them to show that it's the top 4. They are one.
It's not there.
Of course.
I don't know why they keep saying one of 6 players. It was 7 players. 7 players from EU. I think they keep forgetting. Rise made every fucking land last season.
K-Corp, as you said, they've been really just bullying all the other teams.
Rise made every land. I don't get why they keep saying 6.
When the other team can
Because all of
what happens when you've got a monkey
KC, all of
test here in game number 2, and there we go
all of
again.
Liquid,
This time.
and then
So much
Rise.
that his
Like
offense picked up on BDS, and he gets the first very early here in game 2.
Yeah, catching KC.
like I know his run with Oxygen was very lackluster, but they keep acting like he didn't still make a fucking land with them.
BDS with an early lead. Now Exotic wanting to extend it. Batira missing that one completely. Maybe realizes, okay, my teammates in the back have actually got a better chance at this. But with Atto taking a poor touch, BDS are going to be able to work their way in and continue the pressure.
And this has very similar feelings to the previous series where the favourites, the unanimous pick K-Corp, were Vitality last series.
I'm back. What did you miss? Monkey Moon hit a dunk into a double tap in game 1 to win. And now, I don't know. This is happening.
Somehow could have been 2-0 BDS, but they're keeping the pressure on. Drally staying forward. It's an enormous fight. Oh my word! Monkey Moon top bigs. This BDS unit is looking. Oh, they're looking good.
It's the Harlem Globetrotters on the side of BDS. It's a one, an alley-oop, and then Monkey Moon sinks it top left corner. My word, BDS making sure that they are having their presence known here.
And who does that? Who does that to K-Core? We haven't seen it so far this entire qualifier.
I mean, to have the backboard that undefended, CJ, no one was able to get to it. Normally, you can send maybe one to the backboard, right? But sending 2 in a row is extremely unlikely.
But look who started it. It's the rookie. It's Drally pushing forward and
BDS, it's really weird. Because BDS have double committed like no fucking tomorrow. I think I could literally count. It would take like 20 fucking hands to count how many times they've double committed. But they've just... It just hasn't mattered. They've been so strong otherwise. They haven't had many opportunities, but they have taken advantage of every single one.
Jumps, lands at an angle, taps it down, sees Vatira mid. Suddenly the entire defense is askew, and Vatira can...
Also, did you see how the other series ended? I don't know if you saw that yet after. I don't know if you've seen how the other one ended, but... Huh. It was something.
They finally found their first of the series, but there's still work to do. 1 goal to the advantage of BDS, and more attack coming through. Vatira has space. A lot of it as well. He's trying to go the fake, trying to find a nice 50, but then you see it again.
This is the only game you've missed? Okay. Yeah, literally the only notable thing was Monkey Moon got a crazy double tap. That was it. That was the only notable thing. Like, BDS kind of were pretty mid, but Rally just fucking whiffed. Oh no, that was that was Exotic who missed. Exotic just did an absolute whiff and a half. I mean, it's better what
into the corner, you have to get it perfect, otherwise you just send it in your own net, and then it's clipped and put on Twitter by various accounts. But instead, he can't get the touch, and that was all coming from the wonderful fake that we saw from Vatira. Leaves it open, lets Atto then take that shot.
Oh, that's wow. What a save. That should have been a goal.
Playing that third man this time, keeping the pressure on. Vatira's lost possession, straight to Monkey Moon, tries to get a double. Atto waiting there. K-Corp.
Sorry. I don't hate the guy. I just think that he was overrated last season. He's been really fucking good this season. But I don't hate anybody. Like, well, there probably is a few people I hate. I don't hate Exotic. I just thought he was incredibly overrated. And I don't like overrated players. I don't like the people who overrate him.
Coming in, trying to go for the block, and Exotic thinks that's faster than him. That ball's gonna get to me before Vatira can block it.
I do hate country music. I'm in more of like players. I don't hate. There's very few players I hate. I honestly can't even think. If I didn't like players who are better than me, I would hate fucking RLCS then. Because every single one of these people are better than me. I wouldn't.
As you said, that pass was sublime. That's the precision that these top sides have to get it around the pre-jump of Vatira. 1 goal up, but this is a great chance. Vatira can't get the touch. He had a free chance, a free shot on net, but that ball just sailed past him for now. Monkey Moon trying to dribble that ball out just a minute.
And that's just in.
Is wide open. Atto can't do anything about that one. 4 goals to the good of BDS.
Exotic securing himself.
All I'm gonna say is BDS fucking owns KC, man.
For the new man to BDS, the man who came from Carmine Corp, dunks on them with a 4-figure scoreline.
Obviously, a lot can fucking happen, a lot can change, but so far, BDS proving they still fucking own them. Monkey Moon is the father of Vatira.
I mean, this is so impressive. Getting 1,000 points against the #1 seed in Europe with still, well, at the time, there was a minute left in the game. That just does not happen. We haven't seen it yet.
Wait.
Yes, you're doing it at the best possible time.
Dude.
It's another open net. The team
Exotic has 4 fucking goals. Dude,
showing the
I don't know. Dude, Exotic has been unreal this weekend.
1,200 points.
We saw exactly how KC liked to play yesterday. Rise was pushing himself up, demoing, bumping, being a nuisance, playing in front of the ball over and over again. Alpha on Vitality was playing...
Yeah, it makes no sense.
We're seeing everyone on BDS...
Technically, Itachi and, I don't think Itachi and, or, Casey and, General Mace have played yet.
In the final 15 seconds with 3 goals of difference, KC, they're not going to chase in time, and BDS...
Yeah, dude, Exotic has been nothing short of fucking remarkable this weekend.
As you said, CJ, the #1 seed in Europe.
He might be the best player in the world at the moment.
So impressive right now, and as I said, it feels like semi-final #1. The underdogs coming out, getting 2 games off the bat, and K-Corp instantly called a timeout straight as the ball hit the ground. And I'm going to save this stat line for you guys to see it at home. This needs to be seen.
They're going to farm the impressions.
To be believed. I'm going to wait. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. I want you guys to see the scoreboard at the end of these highlights. Because Exotic has just put up. And I'd love to get some official confirmation on this. I'm going to say, this easily has to be the highest individual score, the best looking individual stat line ever against K-Corp. This is in regulation, ladies and gents.
Dude, they're EU players. They don't... That's fucking what?
193 points, 4 goals, 1 assist, and 7 saves. One of the best individual games of Rocket League against the European
That is fucking insane.
No overtime, 5 minutes of Rocket League.
CJ.
That is ridiculous.
Do you know something fun?
Yep.
Exotic had more points than the entirety of Carmine Corp combined. He had 19 more points. 19 more points than the entirety of Carmine Corp, his former team.
Dude, Exotic
And they go 2-0
looks like the best player in the world right now.
That's got to be one of the best feelings, thinking, what, you dropped me? Like, I'm sorry, lads, but you dropped me.
And this is his first event with the new side, with BDS. It's a career record. It's a career high score for Exotic. He's done it in a semi-final on Championship Sunday against K-Corp. BDS, as we said, the best possible start. And I keep thinking about that first semi-final. The time.
Oh my god, dude.
They were able to respond in Game 3. Can K-Corp do the same?
Right, bro? I'm gonna say it every fucking time they show you. Take off the fucking jacket, dude. You are not at the Winter Olympics, bro.
Okay, this one's just gonna be a 4-0 to K-Corp. Well, think again, ladies and gents, because the blue wall is in trouble early.
Very intriguing to see how Carmine Corp are going to respond here on Utopia. We know their mentality. We know
this is...
Are they going to be able to galvanize?
I mean, I'm not gonna... Obviously, I'm not counting KC out yet. There is still a lot of fucking Rocket League left. But this is just crazy. Please give it to me. Oh my god, Drally, what the fuck we doing? Rally, Jesus Christ, my brother. That's a goal. I mean, what are they doing? They just look... I mean, what is this? Attack? What are we doing a fucking fool? It's just like, he just fucking parked his car and did a quick 180.
Turning into a little bit of a dance that right now
dude was lost.
Chance again for BDS to continue this push. Rise on that backside. Can flick it up high, but Drani the newbie can get one touch the second. It goes low. It's gonna be one block for Monkey Moon.
I like BDS is on another fucking, like, I'm gonna be honest, BDS is just on another level of... I don't think there's a team better than them, and it's not even close. They're proving it right now that they are the best team in the world, and it's really not close.
The French army getting through. We thought it might have been a similar story today, where the favourites would cruise their way through Vitality K-Corp Grand Final. But boy, were we wrong. We knew there'd be fireworks for Championship Sunday. We knew that Europe wouldn't let us down.
I find it funny. Everyone thought that EU was a two-team region. They were right. They just got the two teams fucking wrong.
Game 3, only a goal down, but they need to find something, and it has to come through Rise being that facilitator. There he is. Atto gets it done. Rise gets a bump.
Oh, Vatira, my friend. We gotta score those.
I reckon that landed back in the last game. Chance though for Drali to get it
I know you're gonna hate. I don't think G2 even beats this team, man. G2's good. I think G2's probably the second best team in the world right now.
Maybe not expecting that miss, but regardless, both sides good.
I know, like, obviously that's completely reactionary because the series isn't even over. Like, but like, obviously, that, like I said, that's the most reactionary thing ever because the series is not even over yet. What could happen? But I'll say G2 is probably the second best team in the world. But I think there's honestly a pretty big gap between G2 and BDS.
So poised down back. They know they've got that one goal lead. BDS, they're looking to hold on to it.
Tell you what, this aggression and the pre-jumps we're seeing.
But BDS is just apt, like, they're suffocatingly fast.
How frequently they understand exactly what the other side is going to be doing. Atto moving Monkey Moon, knowing his pathing. Jolly Central,
BDS genuinely are just, they're so fast right now. I mean, dude, Monkey Moon's just, they're just getting nothing right now. It's crazy to think. This team got swept in the first round. It blows my mind. How did BDS get swept in the first round?
Potentially match point and a sweep. Dare I say it?
Atto lost in the midfield, has to half flip, has to chase anything. But the pace from BDS is just too much. A beautifully paced pinch gets the ball central. Able to be tapped in by Monkey Moon, beats out Atto on the goal line. 2 minutes remain, but look at the fight that still remains inside Carmine Corp.
Look at the touch from Drowley out of net as well. Just so locked in right now. Exotic helping out. BDS on the attack once again. But they're happy to back off. That was awkward for Drowley. Didn't have any boost, but does find Monkey Moon. Rise pushing it up.
I was a little concerned after the first game. I'm not fucking concerned no more, man. BDS just, like, it doesn't matter if they double commit. It really fucking doesn't. Because they are just so fast to the fucking ball that it just doesn't even matter. They are just so fast at everything. They are so efficient with everything.
They haven't been able to break through offensively.
They've had 3 shots.
Different to what we saw yesterday.
They've had 3 shots in this game. We're 4 minutes in. At this point previously, we were seeing 1,000 points on the side for Exotic. However, Vatira, when his team is down, you know he's going to be responding. That is aggression. Powerful strike on the ball past 2 defenders in the net for BDS. And BDS need to make sure they don't let this slip, otherwise Carmine Corp are going to be gunning for this victory.
You have to give credit to the entire team for that offense. It started with Rise. He demoed the guy on the backboard. 2 left then in defense. And it was
I mean, this is just...
front of the ball, so Vatira could come through.
The team play, what's crazy is I honestly don't think this is peak. I still don't think BDS is there yet. Because the double commits are still bad. But holy shit, I don't think, like, I'm scared to see what this team looks like when they are firing with perfection. I mean, that should be a save. That's gotta be a save, dude. This cannot be a fucking goal.
And just finds the bumps. Exotic falls off the post. No one there. Vatira does the rest. 2 goals for him. When K-Corp needs someone, well, it's always that man, Vatira. Back to 2-2. A huge response from K-Corp. They could not afford to lose this game 3.
Rise now, a shot going central, a save instead for BDS. Exotic going long. Can Vatira make contact? Of course he can. Only gets it as far as Drani. That's central again, but Atto to save this 15 seconds is vital for both sides. A potential overtime if nobody scores. Vatira saves it in the midfield, just gets a shot off, a Monkey Moon to block. Double commit on the side of BDS. Exotic now, mid again. It's high, it's Drali to shoot, it's Vatira to save. Monkey back over towards Exotic, keeps this one high.
Still in the air, Rise looks to get it down. There we go, overtime. 2-goal response from K-Corp. They have to win this one. Look at the overtime the Vitality produced in Game 6, and it didn't work out in Game 7, but that's what clutch teams do. K-Corp needs to step up right now. Get their first game.
I find it insane that a team that made back-to-back grand finals at LANs just upgraded. Like, a lot of people said they downgraded. I thought they fucking downgraded mostly because of Exotic, but I was fucking wrong. Because Exotic is him. I just can't. I just don't understand how he was so mid at Worlds. He was so mid during spring. And then he has been fucking nothing short of phenomenal this weekend. Oh, this is...
Yeah, and this is what we saw from him yesterday. That's why they scored so many goals.
Dude, Rise is just murdering everybody.
Demo chasing in a semi-final on Championship Sunday, and I absolutely love it. This is a change-up you need. It takes a lot of courage to do it, but who else but Rise going for it? Is it going to work for K-Corp in this overtime?
It's definitely made this closer than it should be.
Atto's looking for bumps. K-Corp, a clear play-style change here in overtime.
And bear in mind, it's not even a Rise that we've not seen before. This is the Rise that we saw yesterday. Like, he just hasn't been playing like this. Now the aggression is back, CJ, as you said. And that's a scary time for BDS. They know now that they are not able to trust where their four wheels are planted because Rise could be around any corner.
Double commit though there.
I mean, does it matter? They're just so fast. They're just gonna be back. They're just gonna be in the right position anyways, because they are just so incredibly fast. I mean, this looks like a fucking champ lobby, to be honest. Just so much ball chasing and demo chasing. I'm going. This is way slower, but I'm mostly joking. Oh, this is. Oh my god! Bradley, my dude, you gotta fucking score that.
Is going to be seeing the ball fall down towards Exotic. Rise again, waiting. No demos could come. And when we see BDS, as soon as they find themselves a little bit firmer, they get some more pressure.
Oh. Oh my god, the free jumps. Dude, he's just... Dude, they just don't care. They are just... Dude, Exotic just does not give a fuck about anything right now. He is... He is straight up just full sending everything right now.
First up is Drali. Can he find Exotic downfield? Vatira with the pre-jump. Monkey Moon circling third man, sitting nice and high up for BDS. It's overtime, but they're still looking to push forward. They're maintaining that aggression. Will it work out for them?
This is game number 3. We're 3.5 minutes into overtime as well. Monkey Moon taps into that back corner. Now, a pinch from Exotic doesn't quite go where he thought. Rise has to forgo that ball. Instead, Atto comes to it. 2 committed from BDS. He gets over both of them, but Exotic will be going from that backboard and can get the block away. Midfield is now the scene for Drali to send it long, but Rise...
Oh, that's a good pass, but it's cut off well, and Monkey Moon's just diming.
Interception, and Rise has to dive back to make sure he saves that one away. Rise then stays firm on the goal line. Nothing getting past him so far. Monkey Moon, no bump can come out, and Drali gets a shot off, and then
oh my god, Drali, you fucking suck at shooting!
Sneaks a save.
Do that.
Just went a bit wide. Monkey Moon tried to pre-jump the read, didn't quite get it. Exotic keeping pressure on. Vatira having to keep his cool here for
oh, that's not good.
The defense has been stress tested at an all-time high. Here's Atto. Oh my goodness!
Oh my god!
Almost making a huge mistake. Rise is still in there. He delays the flip, uses it. Where's the follow-up? Atto comes in now, gets the 50. K-Corp.
Guys, calm down. Okay. KC's finally starting to exist.
We approach 5 minutes in this overtime. Atto finds Rise, another shot, another double commit, but still no goal.
How does this keep on happening time and time again here? Here's Drally, goes up, tries to get the bump. Exotic keeping the ball in again. 5 minutes of overtime. 5 minutes of all-out attack and defense from both sides. Here's the fake. Here's Drally, gets the flip. Double commit K-Corp. Ball still alive.
Dude, these teams just look so good. KT finally is looking a lot better than they were.
And look at the boost of Karmine Corp. It's relatively low until Atta can pick up that back 100. Charlie up high. The ceiling, it's just the domain for Karmine Corp at the moment.
They're trying to get there, and they're trying to defend right now. K-Corp, Vatira trying to cut rotation. Gets the demo, loses the touch. Here's Exotic, the 1,200-point man from last game. Monkey Moon's looking to land on it. Vatira in the corner. K-Corp having to hold on. They've been in defense for a lot of this game. Number 3, they have to win this. They don't want to go down 3-0. Monkey Moon, fake. Exotic top bins!
The three-point turn on the goal line is not the one. As Atom
Absolute perfection. Like, that play was fucking perfection. Like, the pass from Drally was so fucking awkward, and he still made it like, that was honest, that was incredibly high. Like, the mechanics to get an actually decent pass off of that is fucking crazy. Monkey Moon messed up? How? How did they mess up?
To decide the winner there, and that would have to be the most important game of this series so far. We talked about it on Saturday, the chances of a reverse sweep, Stumpy, the chances, the statistical probability is 1%. 1 out of 100 games, K-Corp would have to absolutely...
You think he didn't intentionally miss? Because I thought he did. I thought he faked that.
And BDS, my word, what a performance they've put on. Karmine Corp look different, they look better. Because bear in mind, they were not even getting into overtime first BDS. That's not how I thought this series would.
Maybe. I don't know. You can never really know. All I'm going to say, though, is Rise is straight up carrying this team right now. Rise is straight up carrying. Like, Atao has been non-existent. Dude, like, I don't even know if dude is actually playing the video game. That is how non-existent he has been. Rise has been the only thing keeping him in the series.
Potential final time of asking, secure the win and sweep Europe's best.
And I have to say, Exotic, how clutch has he been? Scoring the overtime winner after 6 minutes, Stumpy, but he had half as many points as the game before. Lift your game, Exotic. I want to see 2,000. Here we go, BDS.
Dude, imagine 2,000 points in a fucking RLCS game.
K-Corp, if any team can do it. Gee, these guys, I know they've got it in them. I know Vatira, he's never going to give up. They've got a never say die attitude. Rise is always going to look to change things, to find a new angle. They might be able to just get the job done, but it starts here in game number 4.
Yeah. Making sure that you come into this game.
Like, what a horrible 50.
Lose this and we're gone. You have to come into it thinking exactly as you have done, Rise, Vatira, and Atto, for your entire careers, you are winners. The ice that all of these players have is spectacular. I absolutely am not counting KC out. BDS also cannot afford to do that. As soon as you get complacent, BDS are going to steamroll any team that they come up against.
Rise with a reset, but doesn't use it. Here's Drally, the perhaps a player we haven't talked about as much on BDS, but he has a need to do.
It's just so weird that Drally has been really fucking good, and he's still the 3rd best player on this team. He is, like, Drally's been really good. And yet, he is still only the 3rd best player on this team. Oh no, Exotic, my dude. Yeah, this is internet. What a blunder. Exotic fucking missed the ball and completely took Monkey Moon and himself out the play.
Minute and a half and KC go ahead, and CJ, the last successful best of 7 reverse sweep in Europe was by Moist. In spring, Regional 2,
Who was on that team again?
in RLCS 21-22 with Rise and Vatira.
The only problem is you're also forgetting Joyo. Joyo is the piece of the missing piece of this puzzle.
Do they need him? Where is Lucas Joyo. Here we go. They've got this man, though. He's not an entire foot. They do have one toe. Monkey moves up. Double. What can he do? He's still in touch. Atto gets the read. There he is. Stepping up right now. K-Corp. First time they've really been in a leading position so far in any game. They've always been having to face an early deficit. Can they just batten down the hatches here? Exotic pushing forward.
Dude, people are really trying to say that, like, people are really trying to blame this failure on Rise. Dude, Rise is the only person who's fucking been existing this series. Tao has been virtually, like, a ghost. Dude has done nothing. Vatir has been alright. For his standards, it's not great, but...
Now it's time for him to get back to his favorite pastime, bumping and demoing as many players as he can. Drali beats around Atto. Chance for up for one. Gets the reset, but nothing from the corner. Past central. Vatira to block out exotic shot. But Monkey Moon sends Rise to the graveyard. Drali's up, tries to go for the double reset. Atto, he's seen plenty of them in his time. He's done half of them. Manages to cut it out.
What?
In front of net, Rise commits. Vatira has to wait. Monkey Moon just stalls him on the crossbar.
What? How is that a goal?
Do not want this to go more than 4 games, Stumpy.
Monkey Moon holding his hand to the head of Vatira, keeping him back, saying, no, we're getting this goal, mate. 2 minutes remain. Vatira now going central, only 20 boosts, can't quite get it enough. Over towards Drali. We are seeing a good few double commits from BDS, but going utterly unpunished.
Because they're just so fast, it doesn't fucking matter. They are double committing like crazy, and it just means nothing because of how fast they are. That's what's scary, is that they are doing this while still being incredibly, like, sloppy with the double commits. Dude. Dude, Atto needs to just... 3.1 is Jesus. Dude, Atto, just kick him off the team already. That's the first... That right there might be the first thing he's done positive all fucking series.
Don't you worry about it, lads. Atto recovering wonderfully. Musty pass to Vatira as well. Middle of the net. KC do earn that second goal.
Crisis averted. They find that one back. They find the go-ahead goal. Can they get one more? They've won the kickoff. Vatira up straight away. BDS, they answered before. They have to do it again. And if there's any team, Stumpy, you don't want to give a little bit of hope to, a little bit of life, it's this team.
Dude.
Just face through the bumps. The chaos from BDS works again. Monkey Moon forces a touch. Instantly looks for a bump on Atto. And
Oh my...
Exotic, the MVP so far for BDS, gets it done again.
That's crazy. Is that, like... And like I said, Drowley has been really fucking good this series. It's just Exotic and Monkey Moon have been that good. Also, how much more do I have to shit on Atto? Because the dude is like, actually straight up just... He is doing nothing. I mean, had 2 chances to save that ball and just failed both times. The double commits are just, they're bad. They gotta get the double commits out of a fix. When they do that, BDS might actually be unstoppable.
What a fake from Atto, takes 2 players out of it. A gorgeous rocket doink as well from the young Belgian. 25 seconds and KC, as we've entered this final minute, we have seen a roller coaster on the scoreline.
There's no excuses now for K-Corp. They've stepped up. They've found some form of what we saw yesterday. And now 3-2. Should be able to lock this down. They need to get their first game win on the board. And then we can start thinking about the potential for a best-of-7 reverse sweep. 6 seconds left. Here's the shot. On net. Double commit. Where's the follow-up? Charlie this time doesn't want to commit. Monkey Moon does.
That's fair.
Will the ball get down? He's going to keep it up.
How do you like see it all? Because I can't see.
Get there first. They deny the sweep.
Where are you seeing all that? Because
in their chances.
Genius level fake there too by Atto. Gets it just to the ground, doesn't matter what happens. My word, that final minute, an absolute roller coaster. But we said about the ice. We said what Vatira and Rise are famed for doing. And as I said previously, the last best of 7 reverse sweep in Europe came at the hands of those 2 legendary teammates. Carmine Corp, I'm sure their chat is popping off right now in Kometo's stream. You've got to make sure that the boys can feel the energy, and Atto, my word, that save is not the one, mate.
K-Corp will be
It's been rough. A rough fucking
earlier to get 2-1, 3-1 again. They're coming. It's
rough series to be
but to get a win on the board as
to be
Rise and Vatira
KC,
have
but
before, they can
they looked
get
better that game.
in Europe.
But honestly, that was the worst game. The game, yeah, the worst BDS's looked today. They did not look
3-1 now.
amazing that series, but
And blue, I mean, the blue wall, they're stepping up. I know that there can be no denying right now that they are playing well. BDS are in top form. K-Corp have responded. They've gone up a gear. They found what they needed. They found what they had yesterday in the quarterfinal, but they need to keep doing it. There's no margin for error right now for K-Corp.
the hell? That's a kickoff.
The mind behind K-Corp too, a man who has made
0.25.
the odds
That's not
fall
good.
in their favor, Ferrer. Now wearing that blue instead of the Vitality yellow.
Like I said, that was definitely the worst game, and it was mostly because they just were double committing more than ever.
Online. Get them
But-
in the mind space of, we can do this. We can get this reverse sweep. 4 in a row. We've done it to other teams. We did it yesterday. Doesn't matter that we're 3-0 down. Let's do it again.
And then for BDS as well, you almost need to forget.
I mean, dude, it's just the double commits are really bad. It always seems to be with Drowley. Drowley seems to be really bad at double committing.
Contest by contest here, and there is Atto winning the first one, almost getting it done. Good save this time by Drowley, but Vatira keeping pressure on. Monkey Moon's been bumped. Rise wants to put a top corner, finds the near post. Drowley on the counter attack. BDS perhaps can pinch one here. K-Corp over aggressing, but they've all got back in time. It's still awkward. Front post coming in. Monkey Moon getting 50s. K-Corp worked it out.
A minute elapsed, both sides having convincing chances, but now it's a chance for Exotic to send it long. Drowley will be waiting.
Dusted.
Corner Rise will snuff out that plan before it even starts. Vati, that's on target. Monkman clearing away yet again. This is pure end-to-end. Both sides sending the ball at 1,000 miles an hour into each other's halves. Demos raining down on the pitch. It's open. Monkey Moon doesn't have the boost to get there, unfortunately for him. Rise takes it away from Atto. Vatira sends it long. Drowley, he's now suddenly chasing.
Oh, big whiff, and Vatira read him.
Yeah, my friend.
Go on then.
What we doing? What we doing, Drowley?
Veteran just gets the job done. Outsmarts Drowley, their new kid on the block. K-Corp get the first. Is this the start of one of the biggest snowballs momentum runs in this potential reverse sweep?
My word.
Man, we gotta calm down the reverse sweep, dude. It's been.
Managed to get this reverse sweep as well. But Carmine Corp, that is, they want to make sure that
Oh, Exotic, what a missed touch. It was a really, it was good for a very good potential pass.
Drowley comes along, really should have left it. No one was looking at Drowley. Exotic comes in for that double tap. And he has definitely been shut down. Since we've seen KC really turn it on, he's not been as impactful.
Yeah, he clutched up in that game 3 overtime. We saw the stat line for game 2, but game 4 was more about this blue wall finding their offense, finding the bumps. Rise.
That's crazy. And despite that, BDS just looks so much faster.
Being that clutch player that he is for just any side that he shows up for. It's Exotic. Does really well. Works around 2. Look at the bumps already coming in. Atto had to go early, third man. Does so well to recognize the danger in front of him. It's a good touch as Rise forces the ball forward. Drowley a little bit awkward, but finds a teammate in Exotic on that back wall. Rise up again. So much aggression. Fakes out the dunk for Monkey Moon. Grabbing that mid boost. Atto in. Monkey cutting rotation. Both teams just looking to support that third man. BDS win out this time.
2 minutes now ticking down.
Oh, that's-
Drowley, but he couldn't quite get the touch back towards Exotic. It was roughly on target, but just going a little bit too fast. No reaction can happen. Exotic on target, but sensibly touched down by Atto, who then makes contact with Vatira. The KC backside is really looking a little bit messy at this point. Minute 45. Game slows down somewhat as both teams have not looking fatigued, but definitely looking like they are starting to figure that this series may well be quite a bit longer than a 4-0 that it first looked like.
As I said, as far as these two teams are concerned, it is just the best of one from now on. Every game, so much on the line. BDS can't be thinking that they've got a few games up their head, because as soon as they give K-Corp 1 or 2 more, I mean, it'd be nearly impossible to stop them. But Monkey Moon, he's offside. He misses the touch. Vatira with a crazy save near post. Straight on the counter-attack as well for K-Corp, but Monkey Moon will probably want that shot again. He had a free opening. I like the aggression. Just couldn't finish off. Here's Rise, back corner. Takes it upstairs. Drally just
What the? That was the slowest airplay I've ever seen. Jesus Christ, that thing literally was just sitting, like, it felt like the fucking ball froze in air.
They're going to be very happy about that at BDS. They now only need to bring back that one still. 45 seconds, ticking down tantalizingly. BDS needs something. Monkey Moon tries to find either of his teammates. Rise is the man there, and instead Vatira's up for the double, but Monkey Moon is going to be shutting him down. Exotic now, round the side of one. Atto has to work his way back with no boost, so Drali can go on this ball. Doesn't get that second touch. The final couple of percent is not quite there for BDS in these later games.
It's end-to-end right now. BDS cannot sustain an offense. Is exactly how K-Corp would like it, as Vatira cuts rotation. Doesn't quite help out Atto, though, but that's a huge...
Yeah, that's probably game.
BDS, are they about to drop 2 now? Will we move on to game 6? And if I'm BDS, I'm getting more and more nervous.
Yep, that's game. Unless Exotic is just him.
Such a smart touch for Vatira, but it stays up. It's in the air for Monkey Moon. Where's Drali?
Look at the weight.
Rise meets
Yeah, that's game.
Exotic won't be able to get to it. K-Corp get 2 on the bounce. Backs against the wall. We go to game 6. Timeout BDS.
Oh my word. Calming Corp, you've gone the long way around, lads. You could have just taken a bit of a more direct train towards the grand final to meet gentlemates. Instead, though, they're now only 1 game...
BDS, take a timeout, please. Take a timeout.
3-2 in favor of BDS. The reverse sweep very much on the cards. As said CJ, a timeout called from BDS.
There you go. Yeah.
They need to
BDS probably turned this around.
exactly is going
They probably
to
get...
in these games compared to the 3 that they won on the trot at the start of the series.
I think it's mental. I honestly think it's mental. You look at the stats right now. BDS at the start of the series were having more shots every game, but as soon as they hit match point, Stumpy, as soon as they got to 3 games, they just naturally started playing a little bit more reserve. They knew that if they just got 1 more game, they didn't have to do anything fancy. They were waiting for a mistake from K-Corp. But this is one of the best teams in the world. This is a European number 1 seed. They're not going to hand you a goal. They're not going to give you a free game. They're going to lock down as well, and they're only going to step up if you give them a window. And right now, I think BDS just started playing a little bit more reserve. We talk about Exotic.
I might have to order food.
But after that, he stopped having that offensive.
Where is DoorDash? Getting kind of late, and I don't have that much time, so I might just have to get delivered. Especially since there's a whole nother series as well.
Hold on. They've got a couple of games to lose if they need it. But now we're into game 6.
Yeah.
And you know, trust me, I'll say it. I've been, ladies and gents, I have been reverse swept in a best of 7.
Have you?
When you get to games, I have for a World Championships land position. I will say it. I bottled it. The nerves. I was dead set shaking 210 beats per minute. And let me tell you what I was thinking as a rookie going into game 6 after losing 2 games straight, Stumpy. All I could think about in game 6 was if we drop this, we go to champ field. If we drop this, we might get reverse swept. And that is what BDS have to get out of their minds right now. They have to play it 1 game at a time. I know I've set the tone like it's impossible to do. I could not do it.
I personally would argue that BDS might be better than you ever were. I'm just getting it out there.
I tend to disagree. I think that my
that's
place at a
crazy.
world championship is more important than Monkey Moon's world championship victory. But BDS, there's a reason why they're here. There's a reason why they can get the job done. There's a reason why there's a world champ on the team. They have to remove that. They have to be stronger mentally. They have to get the job done here. They cannot force game 7 because K-Corp are just getting better and better.
Before we ever get to game 7, game 6 stands firmly in the way. Calming Corp, the opportunity to give Europe their 7th reverse sweep is on the cards.
What
And BDS
flavored
have been
wings
defending
do I
their
want?
lives. Did that time
Sweet
out
barbecue
edge that they
and
need to prevent all of these French blue wall dreams from being awoken.
Rise, first touch. It's already over the top of Exotic. It's already for Atto. He can't get the follow-up. Where's Vatira? Here he is, just hanging in the air. Drally tries to get two. Atto cuts rotation. Have a look at the setup right now. Vatira thought about the bump on Exotic. Did think better of it. Chooses to back off. Does give BDS an attack. Infield pass. There it is again. No one
Ooh, this is kind of...
BDS. No one ready to be a passing option. 2/3 men. Rice has a reset. Rice goes low. The bump on Exotic misses.
Oh, Drally.
And almost find an opening down the other end.
It was sent near target, but that's not going to be good enough when you're dealing with these fine
What the
margins.
heck is going on over here?
Minute 10 gone, and already
Oh, Drally.
in their mind,
What
Drally
you doing?
hits the ball away, and bear in mind the pressure.
What happened?
Me feeling.
BS not win.
His debut.
They have not looked as phenomenal these last couple games. KC still hasn't looked great, but BDS just haven't been as phenomenal. He is getting up to that. I didn't think he could.
In this kind of situation,
I thought that was over.
against the K-Corp, they're really entering peak form right now. Their final form, they're getting better and better. Here's Atto again, shot on net. There's the Wonder Kid with the first save. Vatira popping it up. Rise, does he have the free shot?
That's a really good fake. That's a really good fake.
The combination, the dream team dynamic duo are doing it again here on the biggest stage.
A deadly combination, Rise and Vatira. Rise goes past it, Vatira sinks it, Carmine Corp, they're up 1-0.
Time and time again, this duo just step up. We already told you guys they've done this before, they've been in this situation. Rise and Vatira have reverse swept. But this would be an entire different ball game right now. From the position they were in, 3-0 down. BDS Exotic getting 1,200 points in a game. Look at the way they've swung it around. They've got the lead again. Can they force 7? Will we see back-to-back champ field here in Europe in the semi-finals? Marky Moon's up. Marky Moon has the shot. He don't want game 7. Ties it up.
Halfway through, drawn up now, Drali sends it long, Monkey Moon, he knows the assignment. Gets
Nice.
it well before Atto does. And BDS drawing ourselves level again. And I love that vision from Drali too. Sees it as only Atto at the back. He's just gone for the back boost. If Monkey Moon can get anything, then it's probably going to be going in. Wonderfully done by the young Moroccan.
Pressure at an all-time high right now.
Yeah.
Monkey Moon's been just cleaned out of the way, last man. Vatira walks it home.
Drally just gets dusted and puts him in a fucking horrible spot.
And it's Atto getting dirty, getting the job done.
A wrecking ball in the back line. New boy Atto brings the lead back towards Carmine Corp. And this game is swinging like a pendulum between both of our incredible sides. Rise now with 50 boost. Sees an opener in front of him, but Atto comes in to commit on that 1-2 now. It's only going to be Vatira at the back with 0 boost. He is incredibly confident. Challenges Monkey Moon in the midfield.
Atto up now. Drally, the U-Kid, forces it up. It's an awkward touch. Can Vatira get there? Yes, he can. So quick to recognize the threat on the backboard. Australia has to back up. This has happened again. You see both members of BDS backing up. There's just no one playing that proper second man role right now. Atto fakes it out again. More fakes. No! Complete capitulation. Can Atto walk it in? BDS almost threw away. Another ball. Still on the attack. Is that open? Where is everyone? Exotic gets it. No one from K-Corp expecting BDS to hand them another goal. They still have the lead. Another fake. They're still in the box seat. Another fake coming through. So many fakes. It feels like Cloud9 in the Season 6 Grand Finals at Worlds. It's a freestyle show right now for K-Corp.
BDS have no idea who's going to be going for the ball, if they're even going to be on the pitch to respond to it as well. The bumps, the demos, the fakes, everything.
What the fuck?
Atto getting the lean back reset into a musty. Nothing can apparate from that.
When the fuck did he get a reset? I did.
It's BDS to chase. Atto.
Barely he got Arsenal reset. I did not. Guess I'm the blindest person in the world because I did not see him get one.
Gets 2, 45 seconds for BDS. I tell you what, they've got a game up their sleeves. They do not want 7 here. Monkey Moon turning on it. They need to find that equalizer. 30 seconds. It's in the wrong end here on Utopia. Exotic controlling the ball. Bumps coming through on Vatira. Still doing well. There's the...
They left Rocket League.
Again. Atso goes for 2. Monkey with the save. But it's down the wrong end, Stumpy. 20 seconds on the clock.
Exotic trying to shoot long, but Rise diving in, picks up the 100, goes straight back onto the front lines. Exotic goes middle. Monkey Moon is going to be there. Wants any touch that he can. It's only there central for him. Gets a reset. Blocked out again. A bump on Rise would have opened up the net, but they can't quite secure it. The final 5 now. Vatira shooting long. Exotic in such an awkward position here. No ground can be had. Yet it does.
Here we go.
Carmine Corp.
That's crazy.
Go to game number 7.
Everybody said that the first semi-final was one of the best, if not the best series they've ever seen. And you know what K-Corp said? They said buckle up. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gents, because we might be on the verge of a 1 in 100 chance reverse sweep for Europe. As we said, Rise and Vatira have done it before. Can they do it again? And let me whip out another stat. As both teams set themselves, prep themselves for this best of 1 on Champ Field. There have been 44 attempted reverse sweeps forced to Game 7 in RLCS history. This is the 45th time that a team has brought it back to 7. Do you want to know the record of completed reverse sweeps from here?
Go on.
It is 22 and 22.
Oh my word.
There's been 20.
Win rate.
There's been 22 reverse sweeps.
Neck and neck.
We're a coin flip.
Twitch chat.
That does not sound right.
Us know who you've got. K-Corp have put on a show. Can BDS ruin the party? Let us know who you got. Champ Field.
A lot of us must be must be minor regions.
Field, gotta be honest, mate. Didn't expect to see you here.
There hasn't been that many on EU and NA.
Yes, going 3-0 up. But Carmine Corp, most recent best of 7 reverse sweep getters and winners.
Yeah, I was like that.
In terms of Rise and Vatira, the chance for them to get this one as well. BDS, how is their mentality?
I know.
To be after this brand
The only one I can
new
think of,
UFC?
I know of on EU was
Now, goes up high, gets
oh, that's unfortunate.
and that's definitely
It's
beyond the order.
Moist over endpoint.
That we saw yesterday as well, so aggressive. The fakes, the Harlem Globetrotters type of operation right now. Rise trying to keep that ball in, and BDS, they had no time out, Snumpy. No time to set themselves. But they have to step up here. K-Corp have all the momentum. The biggest snowball is in its final form here, but they still have to get the job done on Champ Field.
And bear in mind that both teams have broken each other's timeouts as well. Like they had the opportunity from both sides to win it, and they've broken each other's side. And Drali just then had what I would say is pretty quite an open net. Shoots it wide. Needs to make sure
They did mention it already.
Chance, though.
They mentioned it earlier.
That's on target. Drali saving it away on
They
that.
mentioned after during game 3 or 4.
It's Drali again, and the pressure on his shoulders. Exotic, can he get back to that game 2 form?
Drali's first ever says Hampton's won. 1-0 to K-Corp here on Game 7 Champ Field.
It's a rocket below the cross.
Dude, I just don't know what happened to BDS.
The detonator.
They just slowed down so much.
3:43 on the clock. What to be?
Yeah, they do have like
This is a true test of grit, determination, and a huge whiff.
Well.
From the debutante. The biggest mistake possible.
Oh, he had time. He had boost. He had everything he needed to make the touch. And yet these game 7s, they do something to you. They mess with your mind. But the exact role right now of Casio is to say, don't worry, do not think about that. Move on. You're good enough to move on from that mistake. Carmine Corp, what do you need to do, boys? You need to make sure that he never forgets that moment. Minute 40 elapsed, and Carmine Corp, 2 goals to the good in their search of this reverse sweep.
BDS need 2 against 2.
they were just dominating with complete other speed, and it's just not even just crazy. See that they just aren't anywhere near as fast now. They're getting dusted.
Or is it going to be the K-Corp show from here on in? They're still pushing forward. Rise defensive half. Here's the world champ Monkey Moon trying to force the issue. Drally cuts rotation, but they're not on the same page, and they lose the offense.
Nope.
Here and now, another chance, another
You know, I did say it was over. It was very reactionary,
very clearly in favor of Carmen.
and that the series wasn't even over yet. But
For BDS, Vatira saving that chance
they
away.
had they won this series in 4 like they should have, had they swept them like they should have, I would have said yes. But they just couldn't put it together for a full series, and it's gonna cost them.
That's the difference. That's what pressure can do when their backs are against the wall. They're forcing the issue.
Another miss!
There's the third goal. K-Corp are just running away with Game 7, and they might be the 7th team in European history to complete the reverse sweep.
Yeah.
Misses it on that side wall bounce, and you can just see the
BDS just fucking choked, man.
right now. There's still 2 minutes. There's only 3 goals for them to get back. Carmine Corp, they cannot be a tall.
3 goals? You mean? Oh, never mind.
Made it for as Monkman is able to secure the save. Vatira demoing, sorry, Exotic.
KC has just been so much, like, they've turned up the physicality to a fucking another degree in this. Nah, because after, we still got grand finals and shit. We still have grand finals, and, I gotta eat. I probably won't even be on at all today. I still have to eat, and I have to, I got homework to do, and I'm probably gonna take a nap, and then I'm going to Biscuits to watch, the Super Bowl.
Incredibly doable, and the skill and aggression is going to be shown for BDS now. Monkey Moon shows what they want on the immediate kickoff to pinch away. It's lovely. It gets a little bit of space. Now Atto in the back line picks up the 100 boost. It's going to be big for KC. Can they hold it?
It's huge touch there as Vatira gets one more.
I mean, they're just slamming it at him.
This be a goal shot on net. Monkey Moon has to get the touch. Does well, just clears it around. Rise keeping the ball in. Exotic still there. K-Corp want one more. Exotic says no.
Midfield, Monkey Moon needs something, gets nothing. Vatira 100 boost. Goes up on the right. Drawley goes up to join him. He gets over the top. Gets the demo. Gets the goal. Vatira does everything.
This is wraps.
Could that be it? Another 3-goal lead for K-Corp. Just over a minute left. And Vatira pops one, demos two, clears the path for himself. BDS. It starts with this kickoff. Here we go.
Opportunities that BDS need to come a lot faster than they have done currently. Drawley shoots that over target. Exotic's up. It's going to be a shot.
Okay, that was a.
Good. 2 goals, 1 minute. Every story.
This is a really good fucking free jump and.
Possibility.
And every touch so crucial. There's the placement from Exotic. We saw it in the first 3 games. And that is the perfect response. Still a minute left. Still enough time. As we said, every touch from here, Stumpy, so crucial. Vatira, not again. Another one out. Rise, the dynamic duo once again. 3 goals to the good of.
Dude, Rise and Vatira's chemistry is just unmatched. There's just like, it's crazy.
Perfection for KC. They've extended their gap yet again to a 3-goal lead. And Monkey Moon on that back line, they need to get something as soon as they can. It's Atto to shoot. It just goes off the post on that chance. Vatira gets beaten out by Drawley. Exotic goes high above Rise. It's going to be for the double.
Oh, Exotic, you gotta score that.
Miraculously makes a save away.
How on earth is he read that? He didn't even cover the shot. He just covered the extra backboard touch. 30 seconds left. BDS, they have to score now. They're throwing the kitchen sink at the offense, but it's not getting through. Atto putting up the blue wall. K-Corp, every time this clock kicks down, they're just getting closer and closer to doing it, to making their way through to the grand final. We got 13 seconds and BDS have nothing.
Drawley can't do anything. BDS can't do anything. Carmine Corp have done everything in their power, and they reign victorious in our second semi-final. Congratulations to the Blue Wall. You guys deserved it. They're going to be coming up against Gentlemen.
That's crazy.
Grand final for what will be probably the most viewed grand finals of an online regional we have ever seen in Europe.
I can't believe that they just reverse swept them.
Sweep of all time in RLCS history. completed by the Blue Wall. Vatira and Rise, the first players in Europe to have multiple best of 7 reverse sweeps.
Outrageous.
K-Corp, that is a pure display of courage, grit, determination to be able to come back. Backs were against the wall game 4. They responded. They got the job done. BDS called a timeout. They couldn't find an answer time and time again, even in that game 7. Every time BDS got a goal back, K-Corp instantly found an answer.
Yeah.
Quality is just something else. The determination for Carmine Court to be able to do that.
I'm still very
I am
this series definitely gives me a lot of
That's my word.
concern with KC though.
Possibilities we have seen
'Cause
from that side.
I mean, when they were on, they looked fucking unstoppable.
Carmine Court just proved to be a little bit too much for them in those.
That fucking like those last 4 games, they looked remarkable.
Terrifying top 4 that we have seen in Europe. Carmine Corp, Team BDS, Gentlemates and
Dude, where the fucking exotic, dude?
They are
He just was like,
going
nah, I'm out.
4 teams going to the majors.
Wow.
And it's an incredible time to be a Rocket League fan.
Stumpy,
Yes, mate.
that first semi-final was unbelievable.
Yeah, we were going
And
so hype in the
K-Corp.
green room about that.
Stumpy, K-Corp said, hold my cordial. They said, watch this. And they absolutely cooked. K-Corp, get the job done. They've got to face Gentlemates. Yes, ladies and gents, we still have a grand final to go. What is this region? Do not go anywhere. Buckle up. Grand final.
That's not what exotic looks like. That was Drowley, I'm pretty sure. Dude, I swear that's not exotic. Wait, we're going back.
Terrifying top 4 that we have seen in Europe.
That is not exotic. This is not fucking exotic right there. That is Drowley. Because that's Casio, that's Monkey Moon.
Vitality.
That's some random fuck. That is not
Going
exotic.
to be our top 4 teams going to the majors.
Wow.
Give me a second. Oh, let me go in. Oh, maybe it is. Huh. Where the fuck is Drowley then?
Display of courage, grit, determination to come back.
Some vitality. They are probably going to be our
Okay. I don't think it's him. I think that I'm still pretty sure that's Drowley. Yeah, there's still no picture of him. Oh yeah, no, never mind. That's definitely exotic. If that's what Drowley looks like, that's definitely exotic. Huh. That's so weird. That does not look anything like how I remember exotic looking like. Maybe it's because he's always in the like. Every time I see exotic, he's always been in the dark. So he just always has looked darker to me. But yeah, I'm just stupid, I guess. Ugh. I am so hungry. But the problem is, the food I want, if I got DoorDash, would cost $48 fucking dollars. So, I have to wait. Because, Buffalo Wild Wings is fucking expensive. Especially on DoorDash. So I gotta wait. I'm really hungry though. I might go get a snack, but I don't want much food. Oh, I wish it would be so convenient if these series would stop going to fucking 7. Here's a sandwich or something? Dude, I don't have bread. Well, I do have bread, but it's frozen, so it'd take forever to thaw out and shit. I don't have... All I have is snacks. But they're not even good snacks. Well, they're good, but like, you know what I mean. I got them for 30, bro. Just shut up. I just need to not have a game 7. I just need it to be a quick sweep. Get it over with. Oh yeah. Hopefully they announce the major here in a second. But that's the hope and dream. I hope so. Because I really want this to be over. This has been taking forever. Today is kind of today's a busy day.
KC's reverse sweep attempt was successful, proving themselves worthy of a grand finals. Now we prepare for 2 massive forces in the French community to collide. Welcome back to the European qualifier number 1. I'm Leaf, CJ, and Cole on the desk to amp up for what we got coming our way.
Jackets off.
Oh
Guys,
my goodness.
Guys, what's going on? I thought we were in for a cozy 4-0 from BDS.
It was looking at it. No.
It wasn't the team I was expecting to do the 4-0, but I thought, you know what? That's all right. I'll go to bed after this, you know. Well, I might watch the grand final in bed. Well, actually, I forgot I was on the desk, so that doesn't matter. I'll be here anyway. But reverse sweep. Like, what is happening? We saw the first semi-final. Second semi-final, as I said, we'll match you. We'll match it right to the same caliber, the same level. Cole. It was insane.
Yeah, I mean, CJ, you look like you need a glass.
There's the double tap, by the way.
Because it must have been thirsty work. It's a glass of water. That's what you say, isn't it? Water?
Yeah, water.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's like the way things started. Team BDS was stunning. Exotic was carrying on his amazing form. He got, what, 4 goals in one game and 1,200 points, which we were all convinced was a record. Direct, our statistician, we kept saying, no, it's not. And we were like, are you sure? Yes, no, it isn't. But it didn't matter, because Team BDS 3-0 up. Like, CJ, did you see any way back? You were in the midst of it all?
Not really at that point, because we saw just the offense. I mean, you know, we talked about Exotic a lot for the first 3 games, 1,200 points almost. His high score, his career highest score he's ever had, it was against K-Corp, but I really think there was a shift once they got once they got up to 3-0. They started playing a little bit more defensive, and as soon as you give K-Corp a sniff, as soon as you give them a chance, you give them an inch, they'll take a mile, and they did that, Leaf. They just kept building. BDS couldn't stop them.
That they did, and on the words, they go in the bracket to the grand finals. This was quite the run. I mean, across the board.
Yeah, by 4 shulkers a cactus, I don't really care if we make so much of it.
Quick matches there, but then when we hit these semis, Cole, it was just a masterclass of what Rocket League can show us.
Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for any more than that. I mean, recency bias will say the reverse suit was more entertaining, but don't forget how good Gentlemates v Team Vitality was. There was, what, 11 seconds left for Gentlemates to get the equalizer from the kickoff and then go on to win it too. So both series today have been flawless.
And then into the grand finals, CJ, this was just I think these are the 2 teams it had to be. It was fate, given how many fans are watching.
I mean, this is the viewership is absolutely off the charts. Can't wait to see. I mean, how good, ladies and gents, can I just say, how good is this esport? I mean, come on. How good is this esport? We've still got a grand final to go. It perhaps wasn't the expected one, as we've been talking about.
Right.
K-Corp, though, EU, we do get the EU #1 seed from the tournament.
Yeah,
coming in here.
you can just have it. I don't really care.
Grand final, Gentlemates, well, they're the underdogs, but they've done it before. They've beaten the world champs. Can they do it again?
Yep. Well, we're going to find out because, ladies and gentlemen, our grand finals is on.
Really? They haven't announced. They better announce it after. When the fuck are they announcing the major, man? Like, it's getting to the point where there's like a month and a half. Like, I just want to know where the major is, bro.
Versus Itachi, Seiko, and Juicy. That Vatira Itachi face down. The fact that we have Vatira and Rise back together. Cole, there's so many storylines to latch onto.
Yeah, I mean, everywhere you look, there's something that can be discussed here. Atto, of course, it's his first matchup, or his first tournament, should I say, in the RLCS with Karmine Corp. He is more than looking the part. You know, he was a player that when they did need a spark in the last series against Team BDS, he was there. He was forcing his car somehow aroundable, forcing a flip reset into a musty at one point, and I was just like, how on earth is that even possible? And then next to him, CJ, Rise and Vatira, like, they seem like a duo that could go on and dominate this esport for years to come.
I mean, I'd love to listen to the comms from K-Corp because the communication, the fakes coming through, they were faking the fakes and then faking the fake of the fake. It was stupid what they were doing. It was crazy. They got the job done, but this is a different opponent, and it's an opponent that, as we said, they're the leftovers of the top team, but they do have that chip on their shoulder. I mentioned it at the start, off the top, off the pre-show. And I don't think they're two-faced. They don't have any pressure at all.
In the first round, in the quarters, they played Team 3. In the semis, they played Vitality. And then they just played.
He's got top 5 in Spring Split with Moist, but never has he got to a grand finals at this level. This guy, Leaf, this guy's been there and done it. How important is he going to be for Alpine? Or for Gentleman, sorry.
I mean, absolutely massive. I mean, this is, again, as CJ just said, there's not a lot of pressure on these guys, but I think at the back of their head, there really is, because this is the point where you've now shown the rest of the world you want us, and the people that didn't made an absolute mistake. So I think Seiko's definitely going to have it at the back of his head to say this. We've got to really make a statement here.
There's all sorts of statements to be made. I mean, if you can win, maybe CJ, you can agree with this. Obviously, you've been a player very, very recently. Do some days just feel special, even Championship Sundays compared to others?
Yeah, 100%. And sometimes just the team, you can feel it. You can feel the energy. Sometimes it just feels like you can't lose. And honestly, I reckon K-Corp had that post game 4 of that series. I just think they had so much confidence. They weren't nervous, and all the pressure was on the other side.
He was in Team 3, marked by 8, and 2 other trash cans. I think it's what, Rizx, marked by 8, and something else.
Potential reverse sweep, so
we were talking about the series yesterday.
Just the experience. You just have to look at the players on this team. You've got major champions on one side of things. You've got a world champion. You've just got champions everywhere. It's just 2 teams of champions. It's fantastic. And then you've got the up-and-comers, as we said. You've got Juicy, but these guys, 6 winners. Let's see who can get the job done.
I'm almost surprised that there is only one world champion here among these rosters, and it's Seiko. I was thinking, you said a world champion. I was like, there must be another one between them, but no. The others have won majors, apart from Juicy, but never worlds.
Well, chat, it's time to see who has the fastest fingers in chat. Start spamming away. 2 massive orgs facing off against each other. I have no idea which way this is going to go. And I think there was a lot of internal debate for the analysts as well, for us, because looking at how both of these squads have been playing, I genuinely see a world where either one of them walks away a victor after this best of 7. Let's see what we finally landed on for the analysts here, because there were a couple people, and I can't, Cole and CJ, you did go the other way. It was Cole that finally said, I have to go against the grain. I have to.
It just feels like one of those days today, like I was saying to CJ, where something special is brewing, and I feel like the new blood in Gentlemates, new team, 3 players not played together before, everything is falling for them, and Juicy is my key man to watch, because he can go into his shell, but we've not seen a sign from that at all with Gentlemates, and when he's feeling happy and confident, like, he's capable of dragging his team to a championship victory.
And I'm with him, but I'm not with him. I've got cake, but I truly feel that This is so possible for Gentlemates. And coming into this, we thought surely it's either going
to hurry up and get to the game, please.
BBS, maybe BDS, maybe Gentlemates as that other team. This is just this. If the two semi-finals is anything to go by, Leaf, this is going to be one of the greatest matches in Rocket League history.
And I'm expecting exactly that, and I bet you guys want to watch it. The game is ready. Our grand finals have arrived after an insane 2 semifinals. You know that the Rocket Gods...
I really don't think that Gentlemates stand a chance, but...
Blue Wall versus the Gentlemates. It's time to crown this weekend's champion.
It was only 4 months ago at KC versus the World where it was Eversex and Itachi's last hurrah for the Carmine Corp organization. They ended up losing, tears streaming down all the players' faces as the emotion knowing that ride, Johnny, was over. But now, coming into today, a new ride has opened up, and it's been oh so very fun.
There's just so many rivalries, there's just so many different storylines, and once again, these teams collide. But now, they've had a bit of a switch up. It's a reunion of Vatira and Rise, and they're kicking things off with a fake kickoff. They've conceded the possession the very next touch, so they only worked for so long. And that's already quite promising to see out of them. Maybe taking a look at what happened in the other semi-final earlier on today.
When KC have won, they have been utterly dominant, at least for large periods of time. Both these teams were forced to fight for it in the last semi-finals. Vitality finally eliminated Foreman.
That is...
You've got shots like that from Itachi.
What a fake.
Oh, what a finish by Itachi. Juicy with a long pass. Seiko with the mind game.
That's a really... Like, dude, the fakes today a bit...
But he thought Seiko was popping it middle.
I will say, the offense has been very high quality today.
Itachi took that shot like it was personal. He was having
It's looked
now Juicy yet again.
very high level.
First grand finals.
With the fakes and demos have been really good today.
Gonna drop into the midfield. Itachi, nice layoff pass. Juicy, where Itachi looking for demos. Almost able to get through, but enough time bought, and Rise is back.
Yeah, Atto with phenomenal defensive job there. Elusive, avoiding the demo, staying in the play long enough to get Rise back into position. You said it exactly right. I mean, Juicy and Gentlemates, they were not the team that anyone expected to be winning this event. Getting top 4, sure, I think a lot of us expected that, but getting the win over the other 3 French-speaking super teams, yeah, I don't think I saw many of those predictions at all, but Itachi, he's done it before. He's had a bunch of regional championships to his name. That would be, I think, one of the sweetest of all, beating his old teammate Vatira.
There was only one consensus coming into this event, which was Vitality and KC were 1 and 2, maybe 1A, 1B. Gentlemates are trying to beat both of them in one day. What a statement that would be for their season. Seiko, backboard, double tap. Rise is there to save it.
Yeah, they could take down the other 3 teams in one weekend. They beat BDS in the opening match of Swiss, of course. Now they've beaten Vitality today. They're trying to take down all of the biggest rivals in 3 days. I mean, that is one way to announce yourselves as the new top team in Europe, but with how close everything's been today, I think we need to see more. So let's go and do that right now then, shall we? We've got half a game to go. KC are testing the waters. They're yet to find a clean way through. Oh God, see, Gentlemate's synergy is just phenomenal. Atto with a flip reset though. He's hit this one a bit too high, but
Yo, what's up, Noisy?
And it was the back post approach for Vati that left the shot undefendable.
Yeah,
How we doing, Noisy?
Afterwards, Atto utilizing the crossbar to try and get extra power to get that over to Vatira. 1 each. KC looking to try and continue their run. They have won their last 4 games in a row. Trying to make it 5. Trying to start off this series with a win.
You know, it's KC who've got all the momentum right now. They're on 4 straight game wins. Gentlemates took their semi-final against Vitality against the run of the momentum. Vitality run almost a 3-game win streak in that series, and then Gentlemates at the very last second took it away from them. 2 very different journeys to get to the grand final. It's a double commit from Gentlemates, but they have got some distance with enough to buy time for the recoveries to come through. Atto just shoots first time. Now, definitely faking an infield pass there, mixing things up with the direct shot that you'd usually expect to be saved.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's happened. How's it going? Sorry. And a half ago. You're chilling, you're chilling. Hey, going. How's it going? Sorry, stream started me like an hour and a half ago? What does that mean? Started me like it's going good. I am very hungry, and I'm ready for this to end, because we have had back-to-back Game 7s. It has been a fucking wild day. Vitality got upset by Gentlemates, and then KC reverse swept BDS. Oh. Weird. But so it's been a day. But I am quite. And then after this over, I'm gonna go get food. And then I'm going to go to a Super Bowl, or to go watch the Super Bowl Biscuit. I think teams been. It's tough, because I think Vitality is the only team that I think has not. They just have not looked like they've improved at all. They look like they've taken a significant step back. I mean, they lost, so clearly they have. But, Vitality, or Gentlemates, they're doing pretty good. They've been very solid. But, I still don't think they're good enough to be able to beat KC. BDS looked like the best team in the history of the game for 3 games against KC. I have never seen a faster team in my life than what I watched. And then they just absolutely fucking did nothing for the next 4 games and got reverse swept. And KC looked phenomenal for those 4 games. They're just KC is such a hard team to beat. They are so physical. They are just. They challenge like crazy. They demo like crazy. They steal boost like crazy. They are so aggressive. It is so hard to beat them. And they are incredibly good at fake. The fakes, they have been, like, the fakes that have come out from them today have been incredible. They've... They're, like, when they were cooking, they were cooking. The team, they played really good as a team. The last 4 games, so. KC's good. They're really good.
Really hold on to the midfield for extended periods of time. That is definitely a bad sign against a team like Carving Corp. That is how Vatira's KC, alongside Itachi and Exotic, played all of last season. It was about midfield control. It was only the rise of the other EU super teams, Vitality and BDS, has stopped them from doing that to just about
Which I think looking scary right now. So KC is the best team in the world in my opinion. I funny enough said BDS was the best team in the world after game 3, and then they got reverse swept. I did say it was reactionary, but I just did not think they could collapse as much as they did. But KC is 1. I probably would put BDS 2, and G2 is 3. G2 is 3 for me. All the EU haters out there are not gonna like to hear it, but I think G2 is a better team than Vitality, and G2 is a better team than Gentlemates. They would beat them both. My problem, after, is that KC is the perfect counter to G2. G2 wants to go hyper speed, just going as fast as possible. The problem is BDS is so, or not BDS, KC is so good with the demos and misdirection that it is really hard to go as fast as they do.
Back to that level that they were at earlier on against Vitality. They certainly started to give the Vitality semi-final very well.
It's close. My problem is yet
Reminder as well that
BDS hasn't put it together for a full did not put it together for a full series, but those first 3 games, I would not. Those first 3 games, I would have taken G2. I mean, BDS would have blown G2 out the way they're playing those first 3 games. They just got to put it together for a full series.
I think Ryzen might have actually just accidentally faked the ball for the first time. Most of their fakes have been fully intentional.
I mean, like I said, it's tough. It's really close. I think the top 3 are set in stone. I think there's a top 3, and then there's everybody else. I really don't think I think BDS, KC, and G2 are all a step above everyone else at this point. Obviously, it's been one regional for each, you know. So there's still a lot of Rocket League left to be played, but
Actually on 0 boost, and he's kind of put himself out of the play for nothing here. Layoff pass to Vatira. Boost keeps being stolen. This is starting to feel like a continuation of game 1.
things could change, but
End that, and he has got a shot on target.
I'm also still not that high on Gentlemates. I'm just not.
Back to back across the box from Gentlemates. Seiko coming to the other side now.
I just don't see, like, they win. They really do. They win with, like, they've been consistent, but I just don't see them being much better than, you know, probably a top 4 team. I think they're top 4 in EU, and that's pretty much where they stand, and that's it.
Back in, and he's leaving it. And maybe realize he doesn't want to try and control it.
I don't think they'll be good enough to really
Vatira looking for
do
the outplay.
better than, like, maybe a top 4, top 8 on LAN. And I don't think they would.
So he waited as long as possible before using it. Seiko's reactive defense today is
And I don't even think I really don't think they could beat Vitality again, to be honest, either. The fact is they beat Vitality based off of a fucking complete mismanagement on the kickoff. That's it. They shouldn't have won that series. It was just an absolute choke job from Berdosin on the kickoff. Weren't for that, Vitality is right here.
And he'll also be stopped.
Off the wall. We're quite happy to see that actually. Rise tried to keep this one going. Seiko, all bumps from Juicy that might open up some gaps, but Toe did recover quickly enough. Now they're breaking away. Everyone's trying to get back.
Dude, what the fuck are these musties by Atto today? Or Atto. Dude, how do you say his name? I don't, like, I'm just gonna probably go back to saying Atao, because that's how I've always said it, and that's, like, everyone calls him different. It's like Atao. That's, like, the American way of saying it, I guess.
There's one guy behind you that you're gonna have faith in covering you when you do double commit. You know, Vatira's pretty close to the top of that list. If Vatira just pre-jumps to block Gentlemates to the near post again,
But
Gentlemates could really use a goal here. They've been struggling when it comes to offensive firepower.
But I will say, the one thing after the Final Four, like,
Ceiling tries to chase it up.
G2 was definitely the most consistent team that I've seen so far.
It's a little bit of a miscommunication.
That's honestly crazy to say, but G2 was the most consistent team that I've watched so far.
Tachi. So I think he knows about it, but
Yeah,
no
that's...
shoulder barge, shoulder tackle. Do whatever you've got to do.
Oh, what a play by Juicy. You realize that slow, yes, but on target. That shot from Itachi was destined for the net. As long as he could slow down the last defender, that's exactly what he did. Juicy sacrificed
It's tough.
to let the ball roll in uncontested.
They've been in this position before. They ended up losing it 3-1.
I don't know. The only way this debate is ever going to get settled is on LAN.
Juicy avoids it.
Plain and simple. That's the only way it ever gets settled is on LAN.
But they're being spread pretty thin here. Big gaps in the
That's so
midfield.
awkward.
Itachi patiently waits for the
I'm kind of the other way. I honestly thought during that series, G2 was their best. I really don't think G2 could have played much better than they did against Gen.G. Yes, Gen.G played bad, but I just don't, like, G2 also played really good, and I don't think they could have played much better.
It's partially trying to outplay. It's mostly just trying to avoid being attacked. Now off the backboard yet again. Itachi realized he's got to go early, otherwise he was going to get wiped out. The play on the ball is maybe 40% of the story in these sort of matches. Your eyes have got to
Dude,
be
the
everywhere, not just the goal.
dude, the bumps, like the physicality from KC is, it's so good. They're so good at just clearing paths for each other. They're so good at it. Dude, they love that double kick off.
And they've got the net open, but not the angle of the shot. It's Rise. Surely, I cannot believe they've done it.
The bot kickoff! Send both of them! It worked immaculately!
Dude, who would have thought a motherfucking plat kickoff works?
That's absolute genius. They've called that. They've realized that the double kickoff is going to crush what Gentlemates are doing. And Gentlemates have tried to send one back at them, but it hasn't worked. Unbelievable from KC. What a call to play two players in the kickoff. It's something you'll see like bronze games, but at pro level, it can actually work. If the other team do not see it coming, they don't get a big goal side 50, you're getting dunked on. And the other team's close cheater is right in on the play.
I haven't seen that since we 4v3'd some of these teams, Johnny. Like, that was unbelievable. I cannot believe they have had the sheer goal to actually go for that after you've just brought this game back. And Gentlemates will
They're so
robbed.
they're just so hyper aggressive.
What were they supposed to do here? Because they've been bumped out the way 2 times with 8 seconds to go.
They really are bringing everything to the table right now.
Scored again with 1 second to go. It just feels so scripted for Karming Corp at this point. Gentlemates will definitely feel pretty salty about that one. It might be the most cringe way to lose if you poll the general Rocket League fan.
Probably.
Lost to multiple bumps and a kickoff goal. I mean, he doesn't get much worse than that for most Rocket League players.
How if you describe that to me, I'd have said that was a ones game that just happened, not a grand final in the RLCS.
To me, honestly, like I say that general Rocket League fan reaction to me is pure brilliance, beautiful Rocket League, great goals. I mean, a kickoff strategy in pro play. This is Christmas come early.
He's gonna be so happy for the rest of the week. Maybe who won't be quite so happy is the team that you can see on your screen right now, Gentlemates. 1-0, and with 10 seconds left, it all comes crumbling down. And somehow, Johnny, that's not the first time we've told that story today.
Here's the thing I will say. That why I think KC is so above, like, it's still above G2 by far. G2, while they're very good at what they do, they are pretty basic. We just fucking outspeed everybody with ridiculous mechanics and individual ability. And they are fucking good at it because they have insane talent. KC's system, though, is incredible. There is no, I do not think there's a better system in the game than what KC is displaying. The strategic plays are above any other team. They're honestly pushing the skill gap to its limit with just. They are pushing the skill gap to its limit with how incredible the plays are. That's crazy. That wasn't a goal. Yeah, it's probably a goal. My problem is, I don't know if G2 ever will play as a team. The problem is like outside of Atomic, they've never really been like Daniel and Beast Mode. I've never, like, obviously I'm too new, so maybe tell me if I'm wrong. But I've never seen them to be truly team-based players. That is a fucking wild double. I've always seen Daniel and Beast Mode to just be remarkably talented individuals who are just so good that they've been able to win with an occasional, team play. But KC's team play is... there's just nobody who has who's playing like a team better than. They figure out in spots, yes. There is times. The problem is they have not been consistently great as a team. KC has. They have showed it for entire games. And up until this game, this is like this is the first game this series where they haven't been like dominating as a team as well. And even then, it's still, we're only a minute into the game, so a lot could fucking change still.
2 goals, and I do not feel confident in this for Gentlemates whatsoever. They will feel much the same. They want that third long clear.
That's in. What a bounce! Oh my god. Dude, I feel so bad for Vatira, man. You could see that there was no world he was reading that bounce.
But it clipped the inside of the post perfectly to take it away from Carby Carp.
Tachi has to fake challenge. He's up against Rise. Managed to slow down the play enough.
Oh, that's gonna be tough. That might be a goal. Yeah.
Really not the right decision. Your team's on low boost. The last thing you've got to do is up the pace of the play.
Yeah, Atto is looking for a low 50, but he got completely dunked on. And Tachi sends it into the top corner. Well, Gentlemates have really woken up here. This is phenomenal stuff from them. And, you know, with Seiko sitting back, we talked about Vatira being one of the best players to sit back and be that reliable third. Seiko today has been...
What the fuck you doing, Juicy?
...third for Gentlemates when they've needed him to be. That's giving Juicy and Itachi such confidence moving forward.
Iversex might very well be seeing an 80% rate.
Can't keep getting away.
My point!
What on earth just happened?
I mean, this is just...
So mid-air handoff to Rise, who leaves the ball after one touch.
It's just such incredible teamwork.
Back to Atto to score.
I mean, this is something that you would see, like, every team can do this. Every team, like, I've seen this a billion times. But I have never seen it at such a consistent, like, level that this team, that KC is doing it at. They are doing it every opportunity they get. Again, like...
Able to get rid of the danger, but it's only temporary. It's demos all over the field.
Rise and Vatira on the same team have been... It's scary. Because their chemistry is... I've never seen chemistry like them.
After the bump lands, but Gentlemates have survived. That's a big clear, and it's an awkward bounce for Vatira as well. Seiko did not think it was going to be
Like...
left alone there. He wasn't prepared to just send it on target.
I've never seen chemistry like that.
Will not take a second opportunity. He just needed to see it one more time. 4-1. And surely we're not going to see a sweep.
I do think that's the one thing, like...
He put all of his energy.
Atal definitely offers a lot of consistency.
That must have
I
felt
feel like I don't...
speculation.
He definitely offers a good amount of consistency. But I don't know, because he hasn't even been that good today. Until now. He wasn't very consistent earlier. I don't... What does Atal offer that Joyo doesn't? Like... Because Joyo... Like, there is no more creative of a player than Joyo. His mechanics and whatnot are... There's just nobody as mechanical as him. At least within in the creativeness aspect. Maybe consistency-wise, yes, there's a more mechanical player. It's definitely one of the most consistent players I've there, but the creativeness of Joyo is unmatched. I definitely think a good solid player like Joyo might take this team to another level. You know what I mean? But I'm praising KC so much, and they're getting absolutely fucking smacked right now. That's hilarious. Kind of funny. I hate KC as an org, but I respect these players a lot.
Hey, not only can we score on this KC squad, we can do it multiple times, and it's not as difficult as we thought it was. Iversex, yet again, has worked magic after a timeout. Vatira up to himself off the backboard.
You gotta hit that, Vatira.
That's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, they are going to do something. It's got to be now. It's got to be on this play. Yeah, as they press to try and get a goal, they're kind of confusing each other. Carmine Carp, Gentlemates seem like they've done more than enough in this game. Seiko playing it as far away from Vatira as he can. He still nearly gets blocked. Well, you know what, I've got to say, I'm happy if both teams have... Well, Gentlemates get a win. That means both teams have got a win in the final with so many Gentlemates fans tuning in today. so many Karmine Corp fans tuning in. I think this is an outcome that all of us neutrals can appreciate.
Oh, come on. That's going crazy this match. What are you?
One game win to
I hate their fans. They have the most obnoxious fan. Like, I really dislike their fans.
It really is unbelievable. Welcome to all of you tuning in. If you are watching Rocket League Esports for the first time,
Fans ruin or like.
you don't
Oh my god, I go off Atira.
always game sevens.
Fans paint are a very big. The fans always.
Still, the qualifier stage. We have a whole
Or not always, but
Rocket League
bad fans
still to come.
ruin orgs for me. It's the same way with like football and stuff. Like the Dallas Cowboys, they have some of the shittiest fucking fans on planet Earth, and I hate them.
Real match of
I hate the org because, or I hate, well, not the org, but I hate the team. I hate the organization because I hate their fans. I hate KC fans. They are obnoxious.
Look anywhere near as bad. It looked pretty dire after the last game. They didn't have the offensive pressure. Karmine Corp iced up in game 2 and kind of blew them out of the water in the first game. And now, you know, you look back at that second game and think, well, Gentlemates really could have had that. That was a very close game. And, you know, they could just as easily be 2-1 up here. So they'll be feeling great about how things are going.
I like the players. I really do. I like, well, Atal, whatever. I could care less about him. But like,
Overall, more experienced team with Juicy being the guy.
dude, that fucking horn at Worlds was
He is delivering.
so. I hated KC fans before that. I really did. That put me over the top. That like, it made me hate him even more.
For me, I'm happy with what I'm
That horn was so bad, annoying.
has got more in the bag, and this could easily still be.
I thank God
Still be looking
when
at
I go to LAN, it will be an NA, so you won't have to deal with as many KC fans because I could not even imagine being. I couldn't imagine being at Worlds and just having to hear that horn constantly.
points.
I couldn't. That had to be like a miserable experience for the.
Johnny's favorite map is about to become one of these teams' favorite.
I had to be a miserable experience for like an in-person because it was terrible even as a live viewer. So I can't imagine how bad it was someone who's like sitting right next to it and having to listen to that.
So clearly, don't do that again. Don't listen to me. Kickoff strats are pointless. Actually, Juicy's just done a great job there. Passes off to Seiko, who 50s it perfectly back to Itachi. The precision of that 50-50 by Seiko cannot be understated.
The completely left kickoff, also as I like to refer to it as the admin heart attack.
KC, my friends, what are we fucking doing? I would really like to go eat lunch, man. Can we stop fucking trolling now?
This.
Oh wow, Itachi
Dude,
completely dead stopped that ball for the
KC, guys, can we just put it together, dude?
inch.
Can we be a complete team,
The
please?
shot to go in far faster than a cheat usually would. Gentlemates are starting to put together quite the run when it comes to goals. Here come Karmine Corp the other way. No, Seiko's
I really don't think Gentlemates are that good of a team, so I don't understand how this
Itachi's all over him.
series is so
Seiko decides to just
close.
that one.
That's gonna feel quite good.
It really should be a sweep.
Ended. Well, they have themselves a 2-goal lead. Does seem to be just something with Vatira and Rise when they're on a team. The series that they're in just have so many kickoff goals both ways. They do like to play volatile in that way. As now we got Seiko bumping a toe. If that was on target, that could very well have been 3.
You know, it's mind games at this point from Gentlemates. They're trying to predict what KC are up to. If KC are trying to send the kick off to the back corner, then dead stopping it with a close cheat is going to beat that. You're just going to score if you get it right, and they did that time. Now, for KC, their POV, trying to play a risky strategy at this stage in the game, at this stage in the series, I don't really have a problem with that. I think it just, you know, that one is just a great read by Gentlemates and a great mechanical play by Itachi to dead stop the ball like that. But, you know, if KC were doing that 11 seconds to go up by 1, that would be a different story.
Seiko narrowly avoided.
God damn, the fucking... Oh my god. The fucking
Become a little bit quieter.
shade at Vitality, dude.
Like to burst back into action, especially with the rest of KC.
They just caught so much fucking shit from
Caresses the ball into
out
the
of nowhere.
Realizes he
They
was-
ain't even playing right now.
It does come through. Tachi just gonna take over. Big call from him. Realizes we don't need to try and rush this. And you can see Itachi's not going for outplays here. He just tries to force 50-50s. They've got the 2-goal lead. It might be 3. just wide for now.
It's such a smart play for Gentlemates. Every time these 50-50s in the back corner, the pressure on the ball in the midfield, giving goalkeepers time. They are just not falling for KC's big dunks and their big blocks that they're going for. They're just getting goal side of the ball, forcing the outplay. And you know, even if you do get outplayed, if you're the first challenge, you've got teammates behind you, it doesn't really matter because your teammates are going to have an easy touch on the ball. And it seems like every touch right now for Gentlemates is easy for these players of this caliber to deal with.
Oh, that second touch from Fatira really caught Seiko out, but it was his job already done. All he wants to do is get the play going. Now he needs to get back. When he's done that, he's got the pass to Juicy, who made that far too easy for Fatira.
Yeah, he thought he'd back off there, Juicy. Did not think Fatira was going to dive, but of course Fatira saw that and he did dive. And it's a big block there by Juicy, but Fatira has respected it. He's found Ato in the back corner. Use it for Fatira. He's got
What do you know? A fucking fake into an air dribble bump.
It's just a test that they've got.
The fucking KC special.
The air dribbles have been the play so far for KC. It's all up to the defense to keep making the right decisions. Don't get bumped. Get in front of the ball. It's a huge amount of work that you've got to get done. But if you don't, it's a goal for KC, and they're right back in this game. Ato was trying to attack Juicy in the backfield. Just over a minute. Gentlemates have kept this calm. They grabbed the 2 opening goals. It's been reasonable since then. And cuts of rotation like that from Seiko.
That's probably a goal. Oh, that was such a garbage-ass shot. All he had to do was just slam it. I do not think Rise was saving that if he just slams on net. It's a double fucking air dribble bump.
To meet the air dribble bump pass, that is how they need to be playing against this. If you're wondering why are KC stopped air dribble bump passing, they were dominating with that strategy earlier. But it's really more to do with Gentlemates coming out to meet them now. They're not waiting in goal. They're not waiting back for KC to air dribble at them. They're flying into the bump with momentum, and you can actually just bump.
Yeah, dude. Like I don't know why this is taking. Like for the love of God, I did not expect to have fucking 3
Yeah, it's something that is a lot more effective, especially in threes than
or 2 best or 2 game 7s, and honestly, the way this is going, it's probably gonna be another one. Because KC can't just fucking take care of their shit already.
Gentlemates have got this game over the line, though. They've done it. They've got this series at 2 each. They've made the
I really just want some Buffalo Wild Wings. I haven't had a long time, and I want to celebrate Super Bowl Sunday with some goddamn Buffalo Wild Wings, but I don't know if I'm ever going to get to eat it. This game is taking forever.
Maybe third sometimes to Vatira Exotic last season. He wasn't the star of his team last season. Seiko as well, you know, sometimes the star, but mostly in the shadow of Monkey Moon during their tenure together. And Juicy, this is just the best we've ever seen from him. For this team to come together and take down not only BDS, not only Vitality, but also Carmine Corp, all in the same weekend. The teams I think most of us had top 3 in Europe. I don't think
the teams that
really appreciate
had top 3 in Europe.
Yeah, did we not as well? I think this.
I think we did. 3. Everybody did.
Everybody would have said that, surely. I mean, probably top 3 in the world for most of the viewers watching. But the Gentlemates level was a bit more of a question mark. We didn't see a lot of them in the off season, and we weren't sure what to expect from them. And now, all of a sudden, they're the team who are running the show. They're the team calling the shots.
Just to put that into perspective, by the way, for those of you that don't quite know what we're referencing to, we did poll the teams prior to this event getting started where they thought their opposition was around. KC and Vitality were by far and away 1 and 2. Gentlemates were rated 5th. They were behind BDS and Oxygen and barely ahead of Magnifico and Moist.
Oh, wow, yeah, they were behind Oxygen as well. That's crazy in hindsight. Obviously, we need to see.
Who would have known? Archie and Ixo. Well, Ixo is actually good. Who would have known that Archie is a complete total fucking choker?
Again, this time it looks like
what? Color me shocked.
Back and defend against the follow-up shot. Such a chess match to kick off to this series between these guys. Eversax and Farah, I'm sure, having a lot to do with this behind the scenes.
I mean, we're talking an awful lot about Vitality's undefeated run. Farah still holds on to his as Vitality's coach, moving over to KC. Farah doesn't know what it's like to lose a tournament.
Since he's done playing.
How? How are they so close?
I'm sorry.
Well, the best minds in the game.
history. Didn't they go to Game 5 every... I think they went to Game 5 every series, too.
I love Ferret, but he's winning a bit too much. He's getting a bit too big for his boots. Gentlemates are trying to give him a knock that he's not had in a while here, and so far, they are doing just that.
Dang. They were close. They just needed to win one more.
Take the ball away from him completely unscathed. And that has been, I think, the theme of the last 2 games. Is Gentlemate's ability to avoid Carmine Corp's physical aggression.
It was in 4? I thought it was in 5. I guess I'm dumb.
Was still met mid-air. Whoever wins this, double championship point. Seiko and Itachi have got each other's way. That's gonna cause
What a shot! Okay. What an angle.
And the shot by Rise.
I have a lot of respect for this shot because I, for the life of me, would miss this every single time.
He was at the near post, not a lot of boost to his name. And there's a bit of a flashbang beside the ball as well to just cause even more confusion. It's KC in front. And they are really committing heavily for these kickoffs. Again, the closest sheet imaginable. I'll tell you what, they're coming away with the ball and they're coming away with pressure more often than not.
Okay, it works. I was gonna say, I'm like, what we doing here, buddy?
Originally, when a Toad decides to mix up the play, he had nothing left he could do. He also had to avoid being hit.
I never said he was peeking. I just said I have a lot of respect for that shot because I personally find it to be very fucking difficult to hit that angle.
It's KC who look comfortable, and Gentlemates are trying to play a more clean game where they're
I'm saying it was a more difficult open net than it actually looks to be. That's all I said. Obviously, he is a pro. I am a champ 3, so clearly, you know, there's a difference in the ability to hit fucking open nets.
Investment of 2 games won earlier on starting to look a whole lot better as they regain control.
I wish I had the ability to hit open nets at will. Yeah, I'm gonna fall asleep. You're saying I can't beat Rise despite my... He's an SSL. I'm an SSL Slayer. Clearly, I should be able to beat Rise. Right. Oh my god. See, it's a harder shot than it looks because Vatira can't even score open nets either. So...
You realize he either baited the shot though, or he just realized that's where the shot's going. But to adjust and cover it and control the ball, just absolutely perfect in a very tough position.
Now he's brought back in. I think reset was gained. Itachi's having none of it. So back out. Rise and so both going for it. Rise sticks with the play. Good challenges there from Itachi, but he's got no follow-up. KC have been by far the faster team here.
Oh. Rise looking to...
That was a strange challenge, but it works, I guess.
I think he'll know just as well as any of us, so that's extremely difficult to do. Here he goes again, cutting rotation across the pitch. Rise trying to surprise Gentlemates. That is how KC are always going to play, isn't it? They're not going to sit back and hold on to a 2-goal lead. They're going to try and make it 3. They're going to try and make it 4. They're going to try and destroy their opponent's mentality. Here comes Juicy with a flip reset. He's completely blocked out by Rise. And Atto either decided to leave that. I think he probably did decide to leave it because his touch wasn't going to be all that good.
Itachi, bit of time, tries to infield. Vatira cuts across. With Rise just showing a little bit of the danger there to Seiko. Rotate a little bit wider. Gentlemates have not had a...
I really want to know. I wonder if they actually use like a lot of their kickoff strats during scrims and stuff. Because everybody's been caught off guard by them today. So I'm starting to think there's just no way that they use those kickoff strats during scrims. Because, they would easily be... You would think people would read them better if they do. Yeah, they're like... Okay, they don't... That makes sense. Like, there's just no way. It would be really bad if they wouldn't be... If they were that unreadable and you've seen them all off season.
Need somebody to take the ball and just put it in the goal, or at least put it in front of the goal for another player to score.
Ugh.
Back up, Vatira. Away, leaves it.
I am so tired. We're running on a very limited schedule. I have like...
Tachi realizes is the time has gone away.
I have like I have less than 2 hours to finish this series. Eat lunch. Well, actually, I might eat lunch on my way to
Control of the grand final.
Biscuits, because I think Buffalo Wild Wings is that direction.
His entire team for the second season running, and it seems like every time it works out pretty
That
well for
might
him.
save some time.
When you are building a team around
Fortunately, then I'd have to go longer without eating, but you know, it is what it is.
So Gentlemates have come back from
Yeah, it is on.
already this
It's
series.
yep, it is
It's a
cool.
one-game comeback for them. They need to win 2 out of 2.
Perfect.
The big question for me is
Right down
can
there.
they get the heads up on the kickoff basket?
So.
Because that's how KC
Well, I guess snack very shortly. Then we're gonna
getting them tons of pressure.
I gotta finish my homework. I gotta do one other thing.
Chance to see the Otto save yet again. That is one of the most
And I gotta leave.
I've seen. I feel like he understood like he just wasn't gonna get there in time and just changed the play partway through it. Either way, it was absolutely incredible. And KC, I mean, they just start off these seasons so well. They did this last year, the Winter Major Champions. Even went over to our first tournament over in Rotterdam as the favorites. Weren't quite able to get it over the line. Same might be able to be said of their season as a whole, but they are rewriting it. They have reset. New names, maybe the same old results. Gentlemates have got to try and put a stop to it.
And again, it's that double kickoff. It's every single time it seems to be getting them good positions. It's fascinating because
Yeah, shut up after, shut up.
KC did not get a goal off of it or the ensuing play.
I don't, you know, on my
Well, they're still just sending
I know.
absolutely everyone flying into the ball. The aggression is truly unbelievable. It's like they're breaking all the rules that you're supposed to have when you play Rocket League. You're not supposed to double commit with your teammates. You're not supposed to stack in one position on the pitch. Well, apparently when you're Carmine Court, you don't play by the same rules as everybody else. You're allowed to do all those things.
Oh, Juicy made a big dive forwards, but Tira's now broken away. Good demo from Itachi. Got rid of the numbers advantage that Casey was starting to develop. Itachi yet again crushes the challenge, still moves forwards.
You know, I think something we should have probably mentioned, Shogun, is that KC do still have their timeout. They lost 2 games in a row, games 3 and 4, and they didn't call their timeout. They still have that one for game 7. I mean, when you win game 5 after making that bold call to not call timeout when your opponents have just put a whole pile of goals past you, you look like a genius. And now they might look like a pair of geniuses.
nice. Good shooting.
And it's 1-0 KC.
I mean, I don't know why I don't like KC, so I shouldn't be rooting for them. But
Oh no, what have I been put into?
no, I will be an unbiased commentator for the next 10 seconds.
And Gentlemates, they cannot afford for those plays to happen, especially against this aggressive version of KC. You need to have 2 players back at all times, or your last man is in the worst position imaginable. Juicy's being harassed in his own back corner here, but have KC left an opening at the other end? Yes, they have. It's Seiko. Darts back and plays
Rocket League's happened. Yeah.
Now it's Gentlemates trying to scramble back. Finally have done so, but look at how static they are on the goal line. They are prime targets for demo play. Should KC want to go yet again? Seiko, oh, he's got a big 1v1 for Tira. Try to free jump him. Huge angle. Drop for attack.
Ah, what a miss. Nah, it's just been like regular gameplay, I guess. Just kind of your typical goals, you know. Some open nets and whatnot. Good shots. Nothing too crazy, nothing too.
Tachi leaves it for Seiko. It's off the post and now Juicy's diving. While Gentlemates are firing back, but Natira and the gang are holding strong for now.
Rise, my dude, or what? Rise, what? Oh my God, what a shot!
Itachi with world-class awareness. Look at the positioning. He only had 7 boosts, but he perfectly read the clear, and he put himself in position to help it on its way.
Colin Stumpy will be so happy, but they won't be as happy as Gentlemates. Although that what smile be wiped off their faces if this goes in.
It's definitely goal of the season, but Not bad shout for goal of the series either. Attaching over the ceiling reset. He shoots into the crossbar to leave the net open. Rise was there first though. Army Corp once again, first on the scene when that ball lands right in front of their goal.
Oh, Seiko, he's trying to wipe out Vatira, couldn't quite get there. Now we turn across, Itachi doesn't leave it open for Vatira, who's trying to get Juicy. These demos are so annoying to try and figure out who's going for what. Imagine having to keep your eyes darting across the field as a player. You have to be so aware of everything. And even in the most uncomfortable positions, you have to play incredible Rocket League.
Well, Gentlemates are letting these touches get away from them a little bit here. Can't let their control leave them in the most important moments. It's Juicy to the backboard. Rise just
demo
effortlessly takes it away from them. And like you mentioned, that demo leaving no support for Gentlemates, who have been a bit lacking in that second man arrival.
Oh, Rise, what are we doing, my brother?
It's Vatira who comes away with it. He's going more sideways. That progress will commence once Atto joins the fray. Itachi and Seiko throwing themselves into the play there. I mean, it might look like a double commit, but they're both assuming that he's bumping one of us. We've got to both go.
Plus with the pace that teams can recover now. Seiko's
Right open.
And he has seen himself out of the play. One misstep is all it took.
Oh, Seiko, he landed in such a weird position. I think he was trying to be elusive. He knew Atto was in his half, so he's trying to drive unpredictably. But in doing so, he ended up on the wrong side of the ball. There was no way for him to beat Rise to that one. No way for him to intercept the ball on his way to the net. And now here comes Atto. Rise has bumped the goalie out the way, but is it too early? The shot's not coming.
What?
KC are marching towards the title. Rise gets rid of Itachi. Look at that.
It's another doink. It's a day of the doinks. It turns out, after all of the
right.
doinks that players have mastered over the years, reached an absolute climax in 2024. Simply jumping into the ball is the best way to play.
Atto looking to just try and finish it off. Juicy pushes the ball wide. Gentlemates need a goal and they need it quickly. Vatira not going to be caught out.
Vatira again respecting Gentlemates' final touches in defense. Rise with a great cut there as he watches the infield pass come across. Gentlemates have got 30 seconds. They need something and they need it quickly. Juicy's popped it upwards, but where's Seiko? Here he comes. It's an awkward one. Drops it down to Itachi, but every single touch is contested by KC.
Oh, that's just not good enough from Seiko. He has to get some power. He's got to test the defenders. They dove on in, and that will do it. KC are going to take Championship Sunday.
Vatira just plays the ball. He saw that.
Who would have guessed?
Gentlemates had to commit to everyone. It was getting dire time-wise. They had to go with all their players. That leaves no one back. And it's Karmi Corp who are going to win this one, barring the most ridiculous comeback imaginable. It's not going to happen. That all but confirms it. Karmi Corp, champions of Europe once again.
And Kameto's valiant warriors have finished the job. Well done to them. What a Championship Sunday that was. And we'll do it all again in 2 weeks.
Alright, don't forget about NA.
Gentlemates to make the
We'll be back next week. Watch Genji sweep everybody.
And
Because we just built different.
probably need to go and practice avoiding demos and bumps and figure out how to deal with that. That was the most physical game or physical series I've seen in a while from KC. I think it worked brilliantly against Gentlemates who are trying to play the organized defensive structure. I mean, you can't be organized when KC are playing like this. Good luck to you if that's what you're going to try. But if you are a Gentlemates fan who's just tuned into Rocket League for the first time, I hope you've enjoyed the show. Hope you've enjoyed the run. And I would back that team to replicate that performance because they didn't look like they were lucky to get here at all. They played brilliant Rocket League.
Yeah, I think all of the teams that we saw today, I would be absolutely shocked if all of them did not win one of these qualifiers at some point over the season. They're just so talented across all of them. See, this one go 4-2 with 4-3, 4-3 in both of our semi-finals. And Johnny, whilst Vitality's record does come to an end, Farah maintains. He is still undefeated in oh so very long.
Yeah, Farah stocks are an all-time high, but Wow, everybody's gunning for them now. The target has moved from Vitality to KC, and if this is going to be the EU top 4, I think we've said it a few times today, if these are the 4 teams who are top 4 every single weekend, I wouldn't mind it. Personally, I don't mind it right now.
So KC take an incredibly competitive Championship Sunday. To break down all of today's action, we go back to the desk.
Absolutely phenomenal showing from Europe over the semis into the grand finals. Congratulations to KC as they shut down the Gentlemates. And as Johnny was saying, honestly, as a fan and as the players on Gentlemates, you have to be happy with the performance today. I think a lot of people probably would have had this team counted out if you just looked at the Swiss round before anything happened. CJ, you might have said, I don't know if they'll make it to top 4, let alone grand finals. So good show on them.
Yeah, they have to be so proud of that first performance. And at the end of the day, we said it from the top on Friday, Cole, it's all about getting top 4. You want to get those major spots. That's where the majors decided. So that's a tick for them. The grand finals a bonus, and I'm sure they'll come back bigger and stronger. It's only the first qualifier.
Yeah, I mean, I would not have predicted Gentlemates to make the top 4 going into this event. The fact that they have, and then as you mentioned, CJ top 2 is even better, puts you at a massive advantage going into these next 2 open qualifiers to make it there.
I gotta ask, Cole, how stoked are you that it was the day of the doink?
The day of the doinks! When Johnny said that, I was like, it took me back to before I was involved in the RLCS myself, and I would just stare at the screen every time it was on. I was giddy, because if anyone doesn't know, doinks are like my favorite move. I saw the chat as well going crazy for them. They're just so fun. You ever scored a doink in an RLCS match, CJ?
Well, probably, and I think you like the doink because you can do it yourself.
Everyone can.
Rather than these flip reset 720
Yes.
no scopes they're
Flip
hitting,
resets.
you know, it's a bit different. So
There's something-
no, the doink was fantastic.
There's something innocent and cute about them. The fact that anyone can do them. When a power doink comes in, it's something special, Leaf.
Well, yeah, and I want to talk about KC now because Shogun and Johnny were just saying that the target is now set on KC. And while obviously that's true because they look phenomenal, I still think around the world, Europe is looking so phenomenal. But today, Cole, something was so special about this squad.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of tweets from people saying, oh my goodness, North America is in a little bit of trouble right now because EU is just something different. Carmine Corp, they showed everything. They showed grit, determination. They showed the tactics of Farah in the background, changing their playstyle when it was needed. It wasn't always beautiful. Sometimes it was just bullying, but they've got it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they absolutely do. CJ, you think this is the squad to watch out for?
I think it is. The fact that they've reverse swept in their first regional, or first qualifier, this wasn't a, I mean, it's just insane that they've done it already. This side is going to be so scary. Mentality, they've got that. They've got the mechanics. They've got the skill. They're phenomenal.
Well, we have Stumpy standing by now with Vati Goat himself. Let's take a listen.
Vatira, it's an absolute pleasure to have you here to chat to today. I just want to get your emotions as soon as, you finished that series. You guys must be feeling fantastic.
Yeah, the feeling is incredible, like we were waiting for like some months to play RLCS and to finally come back with the new team, like it feels so good to win, like we played so well, like we work a lot, so I'm pretty happy.
I mean, you guys at Carmine Corp, you've had some very big changes over the off-season too. You've kept yourself there, the player to build around. But what's it been like teaming with Rise again?
It feels really good because like everyone know because of Moise, but like we had a really good synergy, and I think it's a true leader. Like I really need this guy in a team, like you need this guy because he talks a lot, he helps you a lot, and like it's really a pleasure to team with him again.
And we've also got, of course, Farah, who's just sat down behind you, had a very big breath of fresh air. He's just won yet again, now on Carmine Corp's side. How's it been learning under a new coach?
Honestly, like Eversax was a really good coach first, and it's really different because Farah is the best coach I have played for, because I don't know, he helps a lot. Like the works he does is really like important for all of us individually, and of course as a team. Like I don't know, I love him as a person. He's a really good guy. Like yeah, I love him.
I can vouch for the fact that Farah is a lovely guy. I think every single person who's met him loves Farah. He's great. And of course, he brings a lot of that mentality to the team. And I think you definitely need that when you are 0-3 down versus BDS, as you were earlier today. Could you talk me through what happened in that series, how you guys turned it around? Because that was the 7th one that we've ever seen in Europe.
Honestly, against BDS, like, I don't know, the first game we should have won, I think, because we played it well, but I don't know, after, like, they played really well and we didn't really know, like, how to play with each other, like, we were a bit lost, you know, but after, like, you know, it was 3-0 down and we were like, yeah, it's fine, like, we can still do it, you know, like, I already did it, same for Rise, like, we I don't know, but everyone was, like, still focused, you know, nobody was down, and I don't know, we just try to play your game, because, you know, when you're losing 3-0, all you have to do is just give your best and try to win, and that's what we did, and yeah, it was just fantastic. Probably one of the best wins I did in RLCS.
Oh God, that's very high praise, seeing as also we're in the first of our open qualifiers too.
Yeah.
So RLCS, the 24 season, started off very well for Carmine Corp. It was also started off very well for French teams in general. It was a near enough fully French top 4. Do you think that's going to continue, or are there any countries that you guys have your eyes on that might sneak in?
Honestly, like, well played to all of the French teams, you know, because, like, it's pretty insane that all the French are in the top 4. Like, it's crazy to me. And yeah, I do think it's, like, I think it's the team that are gonna make major, I think, because like I don't know, everyone is working a lot, you know, like I know some players and stuff, and yeah, I don't know, the French are just the best in the world. They are winning worlds for like 2 seasons straight, so yeah, we are just proving it, you know.
And of course, you guys are all very close as well on the French side. Are there any like friendly rivalries where you face up against a team and you think, we have to beat them today? Are there any that you think we need to take them down?
Yeah, I mean, you know, like, I don't really pay attention to this because, like, everyone know each other, like, in the French scene, but, like, our goal was to win, obviously, but our goal is to scale until the end. Like, even if we did top 4 like today, it was not a big deal. Like, we were.
Okay, let's get through this interview. I just want to see if
fine. I mean, there is no
whatchamacallit are actually any good. If yeah, KC1. I just want to see, like, if they're gonna announce the major finally. That's all I care about. Once they do that, then I'm gone.
I'd love to give you a chance just to shout out to your org, whoever it is. If you want to do it in French, English, whatever, go ahead.
Merci à tous les fans KC déjà de nous supporter autant. Ça me fait trop plaisir, vraiment. Je suis trop heureux de représenter KC depuis maintenant 1 an et quelques mois. Et franchement,
I just want to see if they announce the major location.
Pour vous, on va faire le meilleur.
That's all I care about.
Je sais pas comment l'exprimer, je suis un peu sous les
And then I am out.
Je veux juste que vous soyez là à tous les majors, qu'on soit là aussi et qu'on vous fasse plaisir quoi toute la saison et qu'on kiffe ensemble, hein, c'est tout.
Alright, I don't speak French. I'm sure that was great, and thank you very much for chatting to me, Vatira.
Thank you, you too.
Vatira, again, a legend. You see, I absolutely agree. I'm going to jump on the boat of CJ. That I love Farah as well, and I love that his win streak has continued onwards.
I mean, it's just a great environment there, and they've got the right team. They've got superstar players. They've got the captain, I guess, in Rise, the leader. Vatira mentioned how important he was for the leadership and his communication, the way he could change his play style based on what the team needed. And they've got Farah as well, Carl, which is just right now looks like the perfect coach for whatever team is behind him or in front of him.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a great instinct for it, Hesfera. He is a calm, patient personality, but we also saw at the World Championships of Vitality that he's capable of thinking of something that nobody else would with the whole American switcheroo. Not quite had to do that yet for Carmine Corp. They're just that good that they can, you know, win it straight up. But, you know, if there's an angle to be found, Farah will not rest until he finds it. And when he's teamed up with someone like Vatira, who has so much hunger, you know, he himself mentioned hopefully winning a World Championship. That is all they're going to be thinking about. One match, one goal, one open qualifier at a time.
I don't want to say as well, that interview was fantastic from Vatira, and I think we're seeing him mature, grow as not only just a Rocket League player, but a person as well. And I think he's really hungry now, but he's doing it the right way. And as he said, he's not worried about beef, about rivalries, about who he beats. He just wants to be the best with his team.
Worried about winning.
And looking in a long-term view, Leaf. It's really good. Those guys are scary. Just that mindset already. Farah's had a big part, I'm sure, in that.
Absolutely. And now that it's a new season, all the points you've earned last year are gone. It was a fresh start, but there's a couple on the board here. CJ.
Hey, they got the graphic right this week.
Top 16. And a reminder, less splits here. So these points are so important.
And it's huge. I mean, look at the top 4. I know that you want to be in that top 4, Cole, but you've got 7 points over BDS and Vitality. So just getting that win, that 4 extra points over second is massive. And it really just sets them up so well for that major qualification and a top seed in it.
Yeah, but what I would say is that while we're talking a lot about this 4 as potentially being the EU Big 4, you look down just below, you know, Team 3, Moist Esports, Magnifico, Endpoint, Oxygen as well below them. They'll be thinking there is an avenue with 2 open qualifiers left that they can get themselves in that all-important top 4 league.
Absolutely. And let's just talk about what they're working towards again, the season overall, because as I mentioned, less splits means these points mean so much more. We have 2 more qualifiers to go.
What do you mean?
Cole, the
I mean, it's just...
I bet you it's going to feel
Oh,
like it's going to
what do you mean by that?
Oh, completely and utterly, yeah. I mean, the days just fly by when the RLCS is on. I have been completely glued to the match. I haven't casted today, and I'm almost pleased because I could just sit back and watch and be a real, true fan of what was going on. But, yeah, as you mentioned, those majors, that is what it's all about.
I mean, the nature of the qualifiers as well. They are truly open. K-Corp just won the grand final. You guys could sign up in Europe and play them in the first round next weekend. It's constant action. 6 weeks straight of Rocket League. Tune in. Can't wait.
But as Cole said, they are playing towards LAN, and we know you're all excited, so keep your eyes peeled on socials.
Oh, that was on a Friday.
For now, let's get our
That was on
out there.
Swiss on Friday.
It was wonderful to watch. CJ, if you want to start us off, and then Cole, this was an absolute treat.
Oh, it was phenomenal. There was a lot of hype around it, and
Dude, I don't care about your fucking thoughts. I just get to the point. Either announce the major or don't. I either... Please. I am so fucking... I got shit to do, and I do not want to sit around all day. I just want to know if they're announcing a major or not.
That was outstanding. I cannot wait for the rest of the split.
Yeah, my main thought for EU right now is that we can't really lose. Either we have this top 4 and it's going to be stunning battles between those guys all through the season, or another team is going to emerge. Maybe Oxygen, I've got my eye on, Moist as well, might step up and put a real battle all the way to the major. So either way, it's going to be fantastic, Leaf.
Didn't they just show the major? No. That was just the standings.
They'll, of course, be back on Friday. The pre-show at 12:30 p.m. ET and kickoff at 1 o'clock. And I believe a first touch in between that. Thank you guys for joining us. As I said,
they're really not going to announce it? Dude. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. What?
And it really just sets them up so
This is the points leaderboard. When did they what?
Yeah, but what I would say is that while we're talking a lot about this 4 as potentially being the EU Big 4,
the season is, I bet you it's going to feel like it's going to go by so fast.
To be determined.
Completely and utterly, yeah. I mean, the days just fly by when the RLCS is on. I have been completely glued.
That's just to be determined.
And I'm almost pleased because I could just sit back and watch and be a real true...
Like, dude, I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to plan to go to one if I don't know where it is. It's pissing me off now. Like, I honestly might not be able to go just because they won't fucking announce it already. Because I have to, like, get hotels. I gotta, you know, I gotta get tickets. I gotta... like, bro. This shit isn't cheap either. Like, the closer and closer I get to doing it, the harder it's going to be to find a cheap hotel. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, Epic Games. At this point, they're just never going to fucking announce it, I guess. Anyways. That was an exciting day. I'm fucking starving. I hope you all enjoyed it. Dude, I almost... Yeah. It definitely would not be close. I imagine the closest one to me would end up being like 6-hour drive for me, but so. But I'll have to get hotel rooms. I'll have to get the tickets. I'll have to make, you know, travel arrangements, all this shit. It's just like, it's pissing me off that we're like a month and a half away and they haven't announced it, but it's whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna head out. You have a good one, Evan. I got a busy day. I know you'll probably be asleep, so you can't watch the Super Bowl, but you have a